What up, dudes? What's up? Walker, no Lonnie. Walker, no Lonnie, Jeff. Cat, Lakeside. Walker, what's good? Happy Thursday, dudes. Alright. Whew. Boy, it's hot as fuck outside today, man. And not really, because I'm not even in Georgia, dog. I can't imagine if I was in Georgia. That should be fucking terrible. Alright. Alright. If y'all have requests, make sure they're in the Discord. Before we start the request, we're gonna do what we usually do. Alright. If there's nothing good to read, we're not gonna read shit. Yo, the Iron Dome is working overtime. Holy. U.S. troops, bases in Middle East could be targets in conflict with Iran. Well, that's the country, guys. Remember a couple... Yup, maybe y'all do, maybe y'all do, maybe y'all don't. Remember a couple of years ago when I said... I was like, we fucked with Iraq, we fucked with Afghanistan. What's after Afghanistan, guys? And some of y'all said, well, hopefully nothing, Falcon. And I was like, oh, guys. There's always something, okay? What? I called it, bro. We're always gonna be battling something in the Middle East. It doesn't matter what it is. Think of any random excuse, think of any random reasoning, and it'll be just that. I knew that it was not gonna be long after leaving Afghanistan that we were gonna inject ourselves, whether we had to or not. Man, I knew it was only a matter of time before we injected ourselves into something else, and that's the new country, guys. That is the new bad guy. That is the new boogeyman. That is this season's big baddie. Okay? Last season, it was Afghanistan. That was a long season. And the season before that was Iraq. Another really long season. Let's see how long the season of Iran lasts. I kind of figured, man. I knew it. And not even because I serve, just because I pay attention, dog. We're always somewhere. We're always in someone's shit. I've been saying this since I was like 17 years old, bro. We're always in someone's shit. Always. Whether we have to be or not. Friend of my glasses. I just think it's funny. People were like, don't put that into existence. We shouldn't do anything else after Afghanistan. Not that I put it into existence, bro. It's just that's the way the wheel turns. What's after 1 p.m.? 2 p.m. What's after 2 p.m.? 3 p.m., right? America's the same way. What's after Iran? It will be something else. It will be another country. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just the way it's been for the past, since your boy's been alive. So. We're not even on the right page. Dude, 69 degrees, that sounds amazing. 2 soldiers die in non-combat incidents in Middle East. I wonder how, if it wasn't non-combat in the Middle East. I fell off of something or something blew up. The history of presidents activating US troops on American soil. Let's refresh everyone's memories since everyone wants to act like Donald Trump is the first to do it. "33 years after the National Guard was called to enter Los Angeles, its members are once again back in the city of Los Angeles." And I think they're referencing the LA riots back in the day when, I think it was like Rodney King or something, got his ass whooped. Very unjustly, might I add. All right? Like, that was... people showed their ass, but, I mean, goddamn, bro, I saw that footage. Kind of don't even blame him, man. That was egregious. It's not like today where, like, motherfuckers running away and catches 3 in the back, and he's a dangerous criminal. That's different. People will be mad, but not on that scale. Codified in the 1903 Militia Act and the National Defense Act of 1916, the 54 National Guard units of today are a part-time reserve force that serve either the state or federal governments in times of emergency or war. Natural disasters, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, and in California's case, wildfires. Since then, the vast majority of the Guard's domestic deployments have been to keep the peace during civil unrest or provide assistance during natural disasters. Presidents have rarely federalized the National Guard to intervene in protests on U.S. soil, but since the latter half of the 20th century, there has been an upward tick in their utility. According to the Washington Post, state officials have a range of tools available to them to deal with civil disturbances, including local, state, and federal law enforcement, or even federal troops. You're absolutely right, and what this article is trying to say at the moment is that you don't need to activate military to deal with a protest. And while I would agree with you, in a certain sense, if the police isn't gonna do it and the governor of the state is not doing fuck all to combat it, you have to have them. Otherwise, who's gonna do it? Your state is gonna fall, right? So, like, I get what's being said, but for this current situation, it's much more nuanced. In 1992, at the request of California's Republican governor, Pete Wilson, and the Democratic mayor of Los Angeles, Tom Bradley, President George H.W. Bush, which is Daddy Bush, ordered thousands of National Guard troops to LA to quell one of the city's worst riots following the arrest and beating of Rodney King. Dozens of people were killed. This was the birth of the rooftop Koreans, by the way. Dozens of people were killed and more than 1,500 were injured as tensions over the acquittal of the police officers who beat Rodney King boiled over. An estimated $500 million in property damages further racked the city. President Donald Trump's ordering of 2,000 California National Guard troops to enter the city this month differs from the 1992 event, however. The California National Guard was ordered to deploy to Los Angeles to intervene against the growing discontent and protest against the Trump's administration immigration policies and raids by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE for short. Trump's order was in direct contravention to California Governor Gavin Newsom's wishes, which his wishes was to basically literally do nothing. Like, not even fix the problem of illegal people running amok through your fucking city, right? He didn't even want to fix that. Just fuck it. And the motherfucker didn't even want to do anything for the fires. I mean, like, dog. People gotta remember who they're fucking dealing with, man. These people that run California, man. Instead of invoking the Insurrection Act, which Bush used in 1992, Trump used Section 12406 of Title 10 of the U.S. Code. The provision allows for the federal government to utilize the National Guard in the event that there is a rebellion or danger of a rebellion against the authority of the government of the United States, or the president is unable with the regular forces to execute the laws of the United States, that being that the police officers of LA are failing, essentially. They may not be failing, but to Trump standards, they are failing. This is going on far too long. On June 8th, Newsom shared on X a letter he addressed to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, in which he formally requested the Trump administration rescind their unlawful deployment. How is it unlawful if it's Section 12406 of Title 10 of the U.S. Code, which means it is a legal thing that he can do? How is it unlawful? I feel like you're just saying shit. And stupid people will believe you. He's well within his right. It's right there, Section 12406. I could understand if what he was doing didn't even exist in the like, it wasn't even there, but it's there. He's doing something he can legally do. Whether you like it or agree with it, that's a completely different story. We didn't have a problem until Trump got involved. No, you had a problem, you were just choosing to ignore it. This is a serious breach of state sovereignty, inflaming tensions while pulling resources from where they're actually needed. But how can you even say that when you literally did fuck all for the fires? Fuck all. And whether you agree with people getting deported or not, which the people that are getting deported are here illegally, you still have to deal with the American people that are showing their ass in the streets, and you don't want to do anything for that either, man. And I get that maybe riots wouldn't happen if Trump hadn't sent the National Guard, but there's a problem that needs to be fixed. You're effectively essentially asking the president and the rest of America to just bury their heads in the sand about the ongoing illegal problem in your state. And then let me guess, when it becomes a super fucking problem, let's say we don't do anything, and it becomes and it becomes out of control, who are you gonna ask for help? Guess what? The fucking government. Like, you either do this now, or you do this, or you ask for it later. Either way, has to happen, man. Like, I don't even understand. There's so many countries around the world that kick people out all the time because they're not fucking citizens. Yet, people here in America, they see that as like, I don't even understand how y'all see it. It's so weird. Rescind the order, return control to California, so y'all can continue to not do fuck all. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You had every opportunity in the world to make your state better, but you refused, either through negligence, ego, or flat out defiance. Now, daddy government is doing it for you. That's just the way it goes, man. It's just like, you tell your kid a million times, hey, clean your room, pick up your toys. You tell them a million times and they don't do it. That's fine, I'm gonna do it. But instead of cleaning everything, I'm throwing everything away. Now, you don't get to have it your way. Oh, now you wanna cry because I'm throwing everything away? You should have cleaned your room. Yeah, if you wanted to keep those toys, you should have cleaned it. There you go. Now you've learned. Hopefully you remember this and take it into the future, so as to not make the same mistakes again. Now I mean, chicken wing? Crazy. In 2006, President George W. Bush considered federalizing the Louisiana National Guard in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, but abandoned such plans after Kathleen Blanco, the state's Democratic governor, opposed it. So that was a situation in which the National Guard would have been an extreme help and actually would have been warranted, and a Democrat said no. You see why it's hard for a lot of us that aren't Democrats to understand your way of thinking and your logic, because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. There's not a governor in this country, 4 territories, or the mayor of Washington, D.C. who would give up control of the National Guard. Blanco later told a Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee hearing, yes, absolutely, you absolutely have to have the law enforcement capacity of the Guard in these circumstances. Newsom sued Trump and Hegseth on June 9th, claiming the act surpassed the authority of the federal government and violated the 10th Amendment. Let me be clear. California Attorney General Rob Bonta said in a statement that same day, there is no rebellion. The president is trying to manufacture chaos and crisis on the ground for his own political ends. whatever you say, bro. However you want to cope with it, bro. Cope with it. It's happening. Okay? And it's just like, we're kicking out people that shouldn't be here. I understand that this is the melting pot of the world. America, one of the most diverse countries. But you gotta be here fucking legally. I don't even know why that's so hard for people to understand. I don't... Yet if another country does it, Americans are just like, eh. If another country starts kicking out fucking people that aren't supposed to be there, America's just like, oh, boy, it's their country. They can do what they want to do. They should be able to kick out people that they don't want there. That's exactly what y'all say. But the second we start doing that here, y'all pearl clutch and act all fucking weird and start driving motorcycles into police. It's like so stupid. She added that those in an interview with CNN, the city's mayor, Karen Bass, I just love that your name is Karen, doubled down, stating this is not a citywide civil unrest taking place in Los Angeles, a few streets downtown. It looks horrible. She added that those found to be committing acts of vandalism would be arrested and prosecuted. Oh, but not the people attacking police. Got it. That's some crazy priorities that you have there, Karen. Since the Civil War, there has been several significant instances where the National Guard was called upon to restore order, including President D. Eisenhower's famously deploying troops to Little Rock, Arkansas in 1957 after the interrogation of an all-white Central High School. President John F. Kennedy activated the Mississippi National Guard in 1962 to enforce the integration of the University of Mississippi, and he did so once again in 1963 against the wishes of Alabama Governor George Wallace to integrate the University of Alabama. In 1965, the federal government, then led by President Lyndon B. Johnson, went against the wishes of Wallace a second time and called upon the National Guard to restore order after peaceful civil rights activists were brutally attacked by Alabama state troopers outside of Selma. Guard members were called upon during the 1967 Detroit uprising, in which the city witnessed 5 days of intense and violent protests over police brutality. They were also activated after riots shook Washington, Chicago, Baltimore, and other U.S. cities following the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. in 1968. But only Trump's done it, right? Right. Okay. Got it. Y'all make so much sense. Presently, the California National Guard are not deployed under the Insurrection Act, which means the Washington Post reported that they cannot perform law enforcement operations, such as immigration raids, arrest, and home searches. Got it. Instead, they can only perform logistics and other support missions, which means they are there 100% in a support capacity for LAPD, responding officers, uniformed officers, yada yada, law enforcement. In that capacity, and in that capacity only. So there you go. If you want to get on the internet and fucking run your fucking mouth and wah about how Trump is the worst president in the world for doing this, look at all of these other presidents that have activated the National Guard in either the same or a different capacity. I understand that some of those really needed the National Guard. National disasters, and it actually makes me very proud to see that some of these presidents activated the National Guard to basically dissolve racism for the most part, integrate these schools that weren't integrated. Integrate, like, you know, that's good stuff, right? And using the National Guard in that regard to just get rid of that ugly part of the time, right? Fantastic. But I mean, dude, this is what the Guard is for. I don't even know why people are just like, wah. And there's been worse instances that the Guard was needed. And this is one of those instances. I mean, good God. I don't even understand. It's not even the first time that the Guard has been activated this year. The Guard was activated for that crazy-ass hurricane that passed through Georgia. I think. And if they weren't, they should have. At least I'm almost certain they were. So, there you go. If you're on your wah shit, this should help you wah a little less. Hopefully, maybe. If not, I don't care. be in your feelings. Yo, Deborah, what's good? How are you? Michelle, how are you? Hello. Greetings to everyone that's that just... Wait, you're lagging? Is it me? I don't think it's me. Let me make sure it's not me. It hasn't been me in a long time. Nah, we good. We haven't even dropped frames. Probably try refreshing, Noelani. Okay, maybe one more story. Let's see what's here. I'll end up uploading that later. For anyone who missed it. Let's see. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Okay, I think that's it. I don't really want to read anything else. Alright. Cool. Dude, so I had some, I've put a whole bunch of videos in my watch later. That I was wanting to watch. Hold on, let me see if I can find them. And then let me know if y'all put anything in the Discord and we'll check that out as well. Oh my god, I gotta clean out my watch later. Holy shit, this is ridiculous. Holy ass. Oh, this Angry Cops video. Karen sues Navy SEALs. For some reason. And then this one by Unsubscribe. Do public executions work? I don't know why I put this one here. Best of TikTok. Oh, Idiocracy. That's probably why. 8 minutes of red flags and women. Female SWAT team gets destroyed at men's competition. Fucking shocker. No. Say it isn't so. I mean, if you tell me that they destroyed them at a knitting competition, then I'd fucking believe you. But SWAT? Let's be for real. Over the top moments in paternity court. Out of those that I just mentioned, which one do y'all want to watch? Oh, thank God. It's officially 115 today. Let's give our condolences to Roth, man. He's currently in hell. Like, I'm almost pretty sure if you have a basement, Roth, I'm almost pretty sure if you walk down to the basement, the devil's just chilling down there. Angry Cops, SWAT. Nah, man, I need more than... I need at least like 2 requests for the same thing for me to do it. And then let me also check the... Oh, fuck yeah, another try not to laugh. I'm so down. God damn it. That's why I don't drink actual Coke, man. That's all they had. They didn't even have water. I would have grabbed a water bottle. Okay. Okay, bet I'm down. Do you want this big screen or little screen?
Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know.
Oh, I don't even have my headphones on. Damn, hold on.
My name is Amanda.
God, she even looks like a Karen too. Like, she looks like her real name is Karen. That's wild. Y'all want big screen? All right, give me a second. And dude, I'm so glad I cut the grass yesterday and not today, because it is infinitely more hot today than it was yesterday. I would have been out there fucking dying. Holy. Like, dude, I opened the door to check the mail, and it only takes a couple seconds. Came back inside, sweat. Holy fuck. It's even worse where I'm from, by the way. Puerto Rico, it's awful. For any of you that it's like, for any of you, if it's 95 degrees right now, yeah, dog, that's Puerto Rico at like 11 a.m. And it's sticky. And it's humid. And when the wind blows, it's so hot. You know what? Actually, minus the humidity, man, that heat rivals Afghanistan. And it's not fun. That's why I don't go that much, man. I go like maybe like once every 2 years, if that. When I was younger, we used to go every year. I didn't have a choice. But now that I have a choice, I sparingly, dude, man. And I get lit the fuck up by mosquitoes every time I go, dude. And I'm just like, I smell like off the entire time. You know, like the mosquito spray off. Dog, when I go to that island, I have like 6 bottles of that shit. And I carry one in my pocket, just fucking That's effectively, I don't use cologne. There wouldn't be a point. I'm covered in off. And that's what I smell like. That's what most of the people smell like, really. That's the cologne over there. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Karen sues the Navy SEALs. I can't even imagine why.
Amanda Reynolds, and I'm an attorney, and I'm 41 years old. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
My name is Amanda Reynolds, and I'm an attorney.
Woman claims she pursued becoming a Navy SEAL for 7 years, only to just learn she was about to hit the age cutoff. And how old are you?
Attorney, and I'm 41 years old.
Ain't no way, girl. Ain't no way. First off, we haven't even begun to talk about the physical standards that it takes to become a Navy SEAL. And why most SEALs, if not, I don't know, man, I want to say all of them are men, dog, because oh man, way to aim, you aimed really high, and that's admirable. It's good to have dreams, you know? You gotta aspire to something, you always gotta be like trying to, you know? But no. But you said you tried to become a Navy SEAL for 7 years. You're 41. You started at, what, 35, 34? And even then, 34, 35 years old, girl, Navy SEAL? No, man, most Navy SEALs, they're already in the military. Man, they start young, 18, 19 years old. I don't know where you tried to go with this or where you thought, and then... Oh, and then you sued the SEALs because they would. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear your reason. Oh, we're 4 seconds in, and this is wild.
Yeah, I started training with the Navy SEAL Warrior Challenge program pursue an age discrimination claim against the Navy.
A 40-year-old woman is
Age discrimination claim. Lady, you're implying that you met the physical standards. But you can't sue for that. Because those are prerequisites that everyone must go through. Like, you're suing because of the age requirement. This is implying that you had it in your head that you thought that you could physically do it. And I don't want to sound like, I'm not trying to put you down, man, but like, no. These are Navy SEALs, man. And I'm sorry, but I can't think of a single,
is suing the Department of Defense because she wants to be a Navy SEAL. Boom. Now the
and this is just so annoying, bro, and this just like sets an annoying precedent for like other younger impressionable ladies that if I don't get what I want, I'll just sue. Bruh. Stop it.
Navy says that she's going to be too old by the time that she graduates her officer candidacy school in order to become a SEAL. But this G.I. Jane doesn't think that age matters when it comes to being a naval special operator. And that's why she's laying it on the...
Girl, age may not matter for Tom Brady, okay? But it does for a Navy SEAL. What are you talking about, man?
line in the legal system to try and see if she can't get a chance at getting that trident. Now, it's not really helping her case that she decided to wear the shawl that my great-great-grandmother wore in 1914 as she slowly sways back and forth on a rocking chair on her porch, looking more like a golden girl than a Navy SEAL.
I honestly, dude, I think that they should show Amanda here footage of... I want them to show her footage of what Navy SEALs do, what they have to do, what's required of them. Man, not just out of combat, but in combat. Dude, like, that's a whole separate tier of operator, man. Really. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I feel that even as a man at 41 years old, you're a slight liability on the battlefield. As a Navy SEAL, where your other counterparts are 23, 24, 25, in their fucking prime, maybe even younger, right? And I hate to tell you, but bro, everyone loses to Father Time. Your gripes are not with the service. Your gripes is with, I guess, God, bro. He's the one that made it to where we age. I know it's not fair, but you waited too long, girl. And that's just reality. That's a hard truth to swallow. You waited too long. It is unfortunate, man. And not to mention, the military is not an old person's game. That's why they call it a young man's game. But look through all of the record books of all of the world wars and the conflicts that we fought in, and look at the ages of every single person that died. 18, 19, 20, 21. Like, you don't see any 41-year-olds in there, for the exception of like maybe a couple dudes that Fat Electrician has done a video on. Like, it's not your liability. Come on, girl. You at least have to see that. You gotta see it logically. You're in your feelings, I feel.
Decided
Leon,
she wanted to
good?
wake up today and look like the female version
Leon, what's good, man? Kevin, hello.
of Joe Biden.
Come on, man.
But before we dive a little deeper into this strange story, a word from this video's sponsor.
It's admirable, man. Kudos to you. You want to go above and beyond, and you want to be high speed, and you want to be one of the best of the best. I get it, but you needed to do this 20 years ago. That's just it, lady. There's no way around it. You cannot argue with time. Even Jordan knew when to hang it up, man. So he came back, played for the Wizards a couple of years, and then eventually he was like, you know what, man? I am old, actually. This was fun, a little bit of nostalgia, but I'm out. So, like, come on, lady. Wake up and smell the Geritol. Like, it's just, you can't do it.
Pure options for you. Everybody meet Amanda Reynolds.
My name is Amanda Reynolds, and I'm an attorney, and I'm 41 years old.
The 40-year-old that's trying to become a U.S. Navy SEAL, but she's getting told no by the Department of Defense because she's going to be a little too old by the time that she's done with her officer candidacy school.
A 40-year-old firefighter? You got it. 40-year-old police officer? You got it. But a 40-year-old Navy SEAL? And a female at that? There's no way to say that without it sounding bad, bro, but just come on now. You cannot deny the physiological and just the physiological difference between men and women when it comes to this particular job. There's so many other things that you could do at 40 as a female, but a Navy SEAL, I'm telling you, man, it's just not in the cards.
Well, a little bit of law hasn't stopped her before because guess what? She's a lawyer. And Amanda says that after 12 years of litigating, so starting about the time that she was 30, she's grown tired of courtrooms 24/7. If I'm not mistaken, courtrooms definitely aren't 24/7. In fact, you get 4-day weekends and stuff like that. And if you aren't cut out to be a lawyer in a suit and tie reading...
What makes you think you're cut out to be a Navy SEAL? You know, why don't you just join the regular service? Go to basic training, right? And then you go and join as an officer, get your commission. I don't know, man. Maybe go into engineering. Maybe go into, I don't know, man. Something that speaks to you. But you are like, you're like that one person that really likes basketball but has never played organized basketball a day in his life, and you want to be in the NBA. You played a couple of pickup games in fucking high school and stuff like that, but you never played on varsity, you never played in college, none of that stuff, and all of a sudden you want the general manager of the fucking LA Lakers to pick you up as a free agent. Bruh, who are you? You know what I mean? Like,
books, and how are you going to handle the physical expectations and mental stress that it's going to take to be a Navy SEAL? Okay, hold on, I'm sorry.
I wonder if she went through boot camp. Now listen, don't get me wrong. There was a 40-year-old in my basic training. How did that happen? I don't know. Even the drill sergeants were confused. They were like, what the fuck is your problem, soldier? Why are you here? And long story short, did 20 years as a cop, wanted to expand his horizons, joined the army on some weird shit. But Private Bonner, I still remember his name. Really, really cool guy from Connecticut or Maine, I think. He was 40, bro, and he dusted our asses. My little 18-year-old ass, he dusted me. Run, push-ups, sit-ups, and everything. But that was just his police training. He was fit, right? And I'm not saying you can't do certain things within the military. I'm not even saying you can't be a soldier. But dog, that job in particular. You know what I'm saying? That job, special forces, man. I'm even gonna venture as to say that I feel like the Army Rangers would bar you too. But girl, I don't know.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting too excited. My bad.
Isn't there an age limit to join? Yeah, and that age limit fluctuates every 4 to 8 years. Depends on who the president is, because sometimes needs for the military go up, sometimes needs for the military go down. So the prerequisites will rise and fall given the administration, right? So I think whenever I was going through the service, the cutoff age was 35 years old. If you were over 35 years old, you were not joining the Army when I was in the service. That was it. It really just depends.
Calm down. She could be nice.
You have a great personality.
Before we get judgmental, Richard, maybe we should hear her side of the story. First, Amanda is a long-distance runner and a scuba diver. She's got her own scuba license, which is fantastic because we all know that all you need to be a Navy SEAL is to run fast and swim well.
Yeah.
Those are the only physical attributes that a SEAL needs.
Right.
I saw it in a movie one time, I'm sure I didn't. But she goes on.
Not even in the movies have they ever portrayed Navy SEALs as just being able to run far and swim far. Anytime you see a Navy SEAL in a fucking movie or a TV show, it's always under the most high stress, high intense situations that you've ever seen that you're just like, thank God that's not me. Thank you for your service, cause holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you prepared for that, ma'am?
And says that special forces really jibbed with her physical pursuits. Jibbed? I'm really thinking that she's not taking this seriously. I'm starting to feel like this is just a circus here. She goes on to say, as an American, I was born with what I can only describe as an inexpressible, indefatigable.
Indefatigable.
Yeah.
Indefatigable. Guys, I'm just gonna take her word for it, bro, because she's a lawyer and she's gone to college way longer than I have, so maybe that is a word.
Indefatigable, nature to dream, she wrote, and so dream I do, never forgetting it is only under the auspices of this great nation's military, who protects my inalienable right to do so, that I may.
Cool, so you basically just said, I have the right to join the service. You do. Specific things within the service, you can't. Man, like...
You talk that way.
What word salad's going on here?
Exactly.
This is horse. This is all horse. Nobody's using all these big legal wordy words unless you're not actually trying to get in. You just want to get some attention. Oh, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this.
I'm look at his face. I'm picking up what you're putting down, bro. It sounds like Amanda wants to be invited to the dance. She doesn't want to dance, though. She just wants to feel special, that she was invited. Makes her feel warm on the inside.
Viking-like pursuit. Viking-like pursuit. Can you do a pull-up? How many pull-ups can you do? Can you do one leg tuck? That's it.
Yeah, bro, my pull-up game, shit. $12? $13. I'm doing them in my head right now. 13? 12? I can do like the first 7 really fast. After the first 7, it's slightly difficult. 8, 9, 10, it's struggle bussin'. 12, it's rough. 13, I'm done, I think. I think that's how that goes. And do you know what's funny? Speaking of pull-ups, my ex-wife, it's... You know how many pull-ups she could do? None. None, bro. And she was an athlete. She played softball all 4 years of college, all 4 years of high school. Her whole fucking life, she played softball. She was athletic, strong as fuck, right? No pull-ups, bro. She could leg press 1 trillion pounds. She really could. Thunder thighs on this girl, bro. The typical softball player. But pull-ups, literally nothing, dog. And I'm like, I don't even understand how you're so strong, like, from the waist down, but everything from, like, the chest up is just weak as shit. I don't get it with you. She's like, I don't understand it either. She's like, but I can hit bombs, though. I was like, yeah, good for you, but, like, you're joining the military soon. This might be a problem for you. Anyways, like... Can a female be a Navy SEAL? Well, the question is not can a female be a Navy SEAL? The question is can a female do every single little thing, both mentally and physically, that a male SEAL can do? That's the question. And Do you want to know why not that very many females try out for Navy SEAL? Do you want to know why, bro? It's because these women are honest with themselves. They're just like, I can't do that. Or they say flat out, fuck that. I ain't doing that. Nah, I'm gonna join the military, get me a job, maybe at a desk or something, or maybe in S6, or maybe in operations. Bro, most of the females I met, they were like wanting jobs like that, man. Except for the females that were in my MOS, which is that they had to get their hands dirty and stuff like that. But it wasn't super backbreaking work, right? Navy SEALs is like, dude, it's another league, man. It's another type of soldier. It's a different breed of soldier. And if you can't match the same energy as your teammates, this isn't like Big Army, bro, where you're allowed to have weak links because there's so many of you. Okay? This isn't like regular everyday military, regular everyday Joes where you can have one dumbass. You probably have multiple dumbasses. It's okay. You have plenty of high-speed soldiers over here. We can carry these turds, right? That is not the case with the SEALs. You can't carry. Bro, y'all all have to be on the same page. Y'all have to be equally as strong, equally as smart, equally as intuitive, equally as agile, equally as violent, and equally as destructive. You got to have the capability to destroy, kill, maim, just like straight up level, right? And I'm just saying, dude, Amanda, ask your fellow sisters why they don't want to join the Navy SEALs, and that is your reasoning as to why you can't. Right there. Just, because not many of them, because they're honest with themselves, man. Just like I was honest with myself. Like, I don't know, man. I'm strong. I got endurance, but can I do that? Can I go through the mental rigors and physical rigors of that? I don't know, man. And the chances of me even passing, I don't even think I want to try. That was my sentiment for Navy SEALs. I was like, the odds of success are so low that, man, I could try my absolute heart out and I could have the most faith in the world and I could leave it out on the field and still not make it. I'm not doing it. That was my whole reasoning. And I'm a full-grown ass man, dude. Like, if you put your heart and mind into something, yeah, you can do it. But bro, there's sometimes where reality, it doesn't matter about your heart. It doesn't matter about your mind. It doesn't matter about your soul. It doesn't matter about your drive. Sometimes reality is just reality, man. That's it. Like, if I arm wrestle the world's strongest arm wrestler, it doesn't matter how much drive and how much passion I have. I'm losing to that guy because of sheer physicality. We don't match. And lady, Amanda, you don't match with the Navy SEALs. You just don't.
Five. If she can do 5 dead hang pull-ups, give her a shot. If she can't, cough.
There are quesadillas.
Angry Cop seems to be a lot more mad about this one than me, really, because I see this as more of a joke than anything else. And I mean, yeah, sure, I'll entertain her, right? But like, dude, Angry Cops is fed up. He's so over it. Oh, dude, he's losing it, man. Angry Drill Sergeant might show up here. Fuck.
This is ridiculous. This is overly wordy white woman spoiledness of I deserve it because I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, let me ask you something, Blondie. Okay, where have you been for I don't know, the entire GWAT that's been going on? Litigating for 12 years. And that's a 24/7 job that burnt you out. But Navy SEALs, what you're cut out for? Don't shove a thumb up my ass and call me a hitchhiker. I'm already smelling the bullshit. I'm smelling it. But wait a second. Wait. There must be a reason why she's not a SEAL already. Besides all the obvious stuff of it being physically and mentally demanding. Well, Reynolds claims that she was sworn in to the Navy in 2018. Wait, she's in the military? And she was never assigned anywhere or deployed.
That is bullshit. That is 100% unequivocal bullshit. No. That's not. No.
She says she filled
You're lying. Filled out enlistment paperwork in 2019 according to the Navy, which had... You're lying. You're flat out 100% lying. There's no way. I don't fucking believe you. Not even a little bit. You couldn't pay me to believe you. I believe Casey Anthony more than I believe you. That's awful.
out enlistment paperwork in 2019, and they had
No, not only does it smell like bullshit, Cat, it is bullshit. Never will the military swear you in, but never assigned you anywhere or deploy you. Maybe you don't get deployed. I met people in the military that weren't deployed, but the fact she never got assigned anywhere? No, that does not happen. You don't go to basic, as active duty, you don't go to basic training unless she's National Guard or something. But even then, you'd get assigned somewhere if you were National Guard. You'd get assigned to the place that you're from. National Guard Reserve, you still have an assigned unit. You don't just join, go to basic training, AIT, and then the military sends you nowhere. That does not happen.
She says she filled out enlistment paperwork in 2019, and they had no record of service for her. All right. I'm starting to see things now. I'm starting to see things as they are. Look, I'm really starting to get irritated by this blonde floozy. She then moved to Utah, where she worked as a lawyer and revisited her enlistment in 2020. But she was arrested in July of 2020 for allegedly driving under the influence, a misdemeanor, which was dismissed in 2023. Okay, I'm getting it now. She returned to Long Island and chased her dreams again of joining the SEALs.
Not with that DUI on your record. And I don't think the military is going to care if it was dismissed. You got a DUI. This doesn't make any fucking sense. But then again, it might make sense for a lawyer, okay? Maybe she's not all the way lying, okay? Because I remember when I've dealt with lawyers more than I'd like to admit. My second deployment, I had a lawyer because I was going through a court martial. And that lawyer, because we spent a lot of time together, he told me things about himself, and he told me that before he deployed, he was running his own private practice. And I was like, wait, so you're active duty, you run your so what, you just go to work whenever you want? He's like, kind of, sort of, in a way, but not really. He's like, I still answer to people, but I have my private practice, and then when I'm not doing that, I'll do this. Right? And when I'm not doing this, I'll do that. So after this deployment, I'm gonna go back home, do my private practice for a while. If another deployment comes up, I'll come back out here. And I was like, so you kind of just like really have a lot of freedom, don't you? And he's like, for the most part, yeah, give or take. It just really depends. That was the conversation we had. So maybe she is a lawyer. I forgot to take that into account, but I don't know.
Misdemeanor, which was dismissed in 2023. Okay, I'm getting it now. She returned to Long Island and chased her dreams again of joining the SEALs. And although the recruiters told her that
an age waiver was able to be obtained,
she took that as like a promise that, you're definitely gonna get one. Let me just break this down before I say anything else that's gonna get me taken off. You're a tiny female that runs and scuba dives for fun. No other weightlifting. You're about to be over the cutoff age, and everybody's just gonna drop what they're doing, and you're gonna get your paperwork in lickety-split.
No. The military doesn't work that way. It doesn't matter who you are. I've seen some of the highest ranking people wait days, weeks sometimes for fucking paperwork. And you're a nobody. So, not even a nobody. You're a hopeful. Because you're not in the military.
Well, you want it lickety-split now that you're no longer under investigation for a DWI. All right, let's break this down. First of all, you're saying Amanda? Amanda? You're saying that in 2018 you swore into the Navy? Sweet, where's your contract? Where's your DD2?
See, lies, bro. I knew it. I as soon as I saw that, like, you just don't, dog. The amount of paperwork. Let me put it this way: from the second that you talk to a recruiter to the moment that you go off to basic training, you will have signed your name you will have signed your name more in that time frame than you have your whole life. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And that's including like all your years of high school and middle school and elementary school where you write your name at the top of your paper, right? The moment you talk to your recruiter, and then from your recruiter, you go to MEPS, and then from MEPS, you go back to your recruiter, and then from your recruiter, you go back to MEPS again, and then from MEPS, you go straight to basic training. From that point of you talking to your recruiter to basic training, you will have signed your name more times in that time than you have in your whole entire existence. So much paperwork, so many documents, and the amount of documents that you are required to bring with you and have with you when you get to basic training is astounding, bro. And not just basic training, MEPS. MEPS, where you're going to have a doctor that's going to play with your boobies, Amanda, and quite possibly your cooch. And for us men, they're going to grab us by the nutsack and tell us to cough. Like, and that you didn't get assigned anywhere. Girl, that's bullshit. Everyone gets assigned somewhere. Not everyone deploys, but everyone has a duty station. National Guard, Reserve, all that stuff. National Guard report to someone once a month. What's the unit, Amanda? The Reserves report to some fucking body. Who do you report to? And active duty definitely reports to basically everybody. So, what is it, Amanda? Who is your commanding officer? If you're in, but like you don't even have a commanding officer, because that's not the way it works, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
2018, you swore into the Navy? Sweet.
What? Once again, more lies.
Where's your contract? Where's your DD-214? Stolen valor! Stolen valor! And
oh my god, dude. First off, I'm used to men engaging in stolen valor. Second, yeah, that's all I got. Stolen valor's male behavior. You rarely see a chick engaging in stolen valor. That's so strange. That's worse than the fucking lieutenant's wife that demands you salute her too. A female committing stolen valor? Oh my god. That's...
Navy says you filled out some enlistment paperwork, but obviously
She lives in the land of delusion? No, Deborah. She's the fucking governor of the land of delusion. Oh my god. And all the bitches on TikTok are the residents. Yikes.
enlistment that you did in 2018, the swearing in, and your enlistment paperwork that you filled out in 2019 didn't mean to you because you left the state and went down to Texas to get hammered and drive around. To which you then, guess what? You spent 3 years fighting it. News flash, Karen, you're not going anywhere in any branch if you have an ongoing legal issue.
Correct. For instance, when your boy was getting ready to join the service, I went to my recruiter and I was like, hey dog, I want to join. This is before I got recruited by a different recruiter, which that different recruiter was actually a friend of the family. And he's like a de facto uncle to me in my life for the most part, even though he's not blood related. I went to the first recruiter and I was like, dog, want to join the military? And we talked, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, by the way, any outstanding legal issues? And I was like, nah. He's like, any DUIs? I was like, nah. He's like, speeding tickets, traffic violations? I was like, well, I did get an offender bender like 2 weeks ago. I got a ticket for following too closely, and I haven't paid it yet. He's like, fantastic, soldier, or whatever he called me. He's like, fantastic. come back when you pay the ticket. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I was like, it's like that? He's like, it is exactly like that. Come back when you pay the ticket. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went and paid it. But I never went back to that recruiting station. I went to my dad's best friend in the service was a recruiter at the time, and he's the one that recruited me. And he did me a solid. He got me a $20,000 bonus. While all my other friends that had the same MOS either got like 5 or nothing. It was great. I blew it all on strippers. All right.
Like, I don't know, a pending DWI? Riddle me this. How are you gonna enlist, swear in, and be in the Navy since 2018, but like 2 years later decide you're just gonna leave and go to another state? You just left your command, you just left your basic training, you just, what? You didn't sign.
I would say that you went AWOL, but you never even donned the uniform. What you did. Okay, so she was telling the truth about signing, doing all the paperwork to join the military. She did everything, but what? It stopped at the recruitment. It stopped at the recruiter. You didn't go to, did you go to MEPS? And if you went to MEPS, you bailed on basic training. Which, if that's the case, you're already in the system, at least your name is. And if you try to join, they're going to see that, oh, you already have paperwork here, but you bailed on basic training. What do you think they're going to tell you, Amanda? I think they're going to tell you to fuck off. This is the equivalent of you skipped out on a job interview. And what, you're going to come back to that employer and be like, oh, hey, by the way, can I have my job that I applied for, that you called me into the interview for? And he's going to be like, no, you didn't show up to the interview. Why would I give you the job? I don't even understand. Oh, Amanda.
Sign up. You didn't sign up when you could have, and instead you left the state. Is this woman a bipolar mess?
I don't even know.
How many ex-husbands does she have? Because she's definitely got exes. This been to Texas.
All my exes live in Texas.
You ready for this?
I can't believe I'm at this point in the video and I'm not upset. I just think because it's so interesting to me that it's a female dude. This is not female behavior. Bro, like, usually it's men pretending to be in the service either for a discount, the admiration and the praise, or for women. It's the main reason these dudes be out here committing stolen valor, right? That's it. Why are you doing it? That's why I'm not as mad as angry cops. I'm just like genuinely curious about your psychology. You're just I don't know, man.
So happens that this story, coincidence, coming out the same time that the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, said that, hey, if you're in a combat arms position, like infantry or combat engineer, etc., there's no longer male and female physical standards. It's just gonna be one standard, which a lot of people get behind because, you know, if a guy...
I'm tired of weak fucking links. I'm tired of all the dudes having to do like a trillion push-ups and a trillion sit-ups, and we have to run the goddamn 2 mile faster than Barry Allen, yet the females, their standard is like literally half that. And it's just like, bro, why? And you're going to send her to combat with me? I don't feel safe. I don't have confidence in my teammates. Because they're not the same as me. Why is that so? Why is that such a hard thing to ask for? to make sure everyone is uniform. And that was one thing that really got under my skin when I was in the military, is that they would always preach uniformity, yet there would be this big fucking divide within the physical standards. I'm like, so we all have to look the same, speak the same, walk the same, but when it comes to push-ups, sit-ups, and running or anything physical, now we're different? Man, fuck that. It's... Sorry, ladies, but if you can't do it, you can... Get out. Get out. It's... We shouldn't have to carry you. We shouldn't have to carry anybody unless you got shot.
The infantry has to do 25 push-ups, but a female in the infantry has to do 8. How is that female gonna drag this dude
Exactly.
out of a burning Humvee when she can't even do the same amount of minimum push-ups as him? Equality. Equality, this is just what it's called. Equality. So Pete Hegseth says, hey, universal physical standards for all the sexes if you're in a combat arms position.
I think that should be the same across the board, but whatever.
And almost like clockwork, this suit comes up. I could have been a Navy SEAL. And I was too busy going to brunch. And when I drove home, somebody pulled me over. And then for 3 years, I fought it until it went away. But now my enlistment is an issue. Cough. You know, for a woman that I'm assuming has ovaries, the balls that you have to be like, you know what? After around for the entire G.
Your stolen valor is more egregious than some of the men that I've seen.
What? And then not committing at all to the Navy and an enlistment or any contract since 2018. Now is the time that I'm going to join, and the Navy has to give it to me. Otherwise, get ready for this, I'm gonna sue them for age discrimination.
Pursue an age discrimination claim against the Navy.
Listen here, Grandma. The Army is a volunteer army. It doesn't allow a lot of people. Yes, there are age cutoffs because your osteoporotic bones would crumble if you did one ruck march with 80 pounds in your...
Dog, do you have any idea? These are SEALs, but... You know what? Ladies, if you want to know what a ruck march is like, instead of driving your kids to school, put all 3 of them bastards on your back and carry them there. Wait there for a couple hours doing nothing, and then carry their asses back. And then let me know how you feel, okay? Let me know how you feel. Are you going to want to do that again? Because I hated ruck marches. Could I do them? Yeah, but they fucking sucked, man. My shins were on fire. My back was on fire. Like, for miles and miles and miles and miles. And it isn't like, oh, you can walk at your own pace if you're starting to get sore or tired. No, you're going to have these big ass fuckers to your left and to your right that are screaming in your fucking face. Can you deal with that, Amanda? Can you deal with that? Run fucking faster. Run faster. Move faster. You piece of shit. Go. Like, your father would be ashamed of this pathetic fucking display of soldierism. Like, holy shit, where are your balls, soldier? You fucking turd. Move faster. Move quickly. Go, go, go. Can you deal with that? At 41?
Sack. I like to ride on the weekends. I do 5Ks with my family and I scuba dive. And you think that is what a Navy SEAL does? For goodness sakes, we have cutoffs for people who are too dumb to make it in the military.
We do.
And for somebody that's got a freaking law degree, you are really pushing the edge of that cutoff line. Just another reason to dislike lawyers. Stack this one on the list. You can't get in if you've got depression, if you've got asthma, if you've got numerous different medical conditions. Did you attempt suicide at one point? Well, you're gone. Yep. We don't need that. Additional stress on you and the...
And even back in the day, bro, flat feet would disqualify you. Flat feet. I didn't see anybody with flat feet suing the U.S. government. But hey, whatever. Woman, right?
The rest of the group slowly eyeing you as you get that M16 for the first time under stress, looking at the drill sergeant like it's our Lee Army in Full Metal Jacket. I think we can use this as a wonderful learning experience. Let's give Amanda what she wants. Come on, DOD. Give her what she wants. She's
Dog. Make her go. Dude, I'll give you this. Send Amanda to Buds. Send her. No basic training. Just send her ass straight to Buds. I give her, and I'm gonna be generous here. Some of y'all are gonna be like, really? Only that? That's it? I'm being generous. I give her 2 hours. 2 hours, Amanda. Send her to Buds. But the military's not going to do that, bro, because if she gets injured, if she gets hurt, she is a lawyer, she'll just sue again. I got injured under the military's care, blah fucking blah. But just imagine, send her to Buds. I give her 2 hours. Bruh, 2. Some people in the comment section are going to be like, 2 hours, dog? Are you kidding me? I'm being generous. I'm being generous. How generous are you willing to be? Some of y'all probably wouldn't even give her 30 minutes. Really, to be honest. Because, dude, I've seen grown-ass men quit basic training in week 2. I've seen grown-ass dudes quit Ranger School within the 5th hour. Okay? And I've heard plenty of stories of Navy SEALs not even lasting 3 hours. Full-grown men that had their sights set on it. They were the right age, they were the right height, they were the right strength, they met all the prerequisites. Their unit decided that they were worthy enough of the slot to go to Navy SEAL school, to go to Buds, right? And they get there with their whole heart in it, their sights set on it, they've been dreaming about this, they have so much motivation to do this, and within hour 5, they're out. They're out, man. And these are in their prime, fully grown, fully developed, military-aged males. And you're a 41-year-old, frail, skinny white woman. Not even wanting, demanding to do the same thing. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is just reality, Amanda. If you were to go into combat with Navy SEALs, either you die or another SEAL dies. Because of you. Like,
She's only gonna be 42 and she runs and swims. And she's super motivated with her Viking-like prowess and drive to become a Navy SEAL. So why not give her the chance? I would love to see her try to do 5 freaking pull-ups with her britches full of sand, laying in the freaking harbor of San Diego, just sucking in salt water, and to see the look.
Hand to hand, elbow to elbow with the rest of your, I would say brothers, because you're going to be the only chick there, because all of the other normal females around the country are like, yeah, nah, you can have that, boys. And to all of you ladies, thank you. Really, seriously, thank you. Because, like, good God, this one right here, man, like, I bet you she was the kind of girl that played, like, cowboys and Indians with the boys around her neighborhood, but she wouldn't let the boys shoot back at her. She was the only one that would be able to shoot. You must have been so much fun as a kid. I bet you're super fun at parties. You probably can't be, though, because I can't imagine any lawyer is.
On her face of getting exactly what she
deserves.
wanted. Hell hath no fury as a woman scorned. Well, I say there is no sweeter dessert than just desserts. Best way to support the channel is to get yourself a shirt. P.O.B., baby. Get yourself a P.O.B. or some.
Someone tell Angry Cops he should give a POB to that one medic from Fort Bragg that saved someone that had gotten shot. And this wasn't even on the installation. This was just out and about in the civilian world. And he returned fire and then immediately provided medical aid to the person that was shot. I believe he deserves a POB from you. That'd be cool. All right. What's next? Gonna go back to my watch later. Hold on now. I gotta read some of the comments before we go, because I know some of the comments on this are fucking gold. Let's see. I was thinking this. I'm surprised she didn't take the ride with Katy Perry so she could add being an astronaut to her qualifications alongside being scuba certified. She could be the first female astronaut SEAL. Yeah. It's sad, isn't it? Like, girl, she's single. Isn't she? Right? She's single. She's gotta be. Because if she had a boyfriend, he would be like, babe, I don't think you understand what it is you're asking for. Okay? So cut that shit out. You're making me look bad on the internet. Girl is single as fuck. With no cats at 41? What are you doing? Pestering the goddamn Navy. That's what you're doing. Being annoying. Oh my god. Jesus. Meanwhile, I was told I was too old to re-enlist at 33, despite being in great shape. And I just took it on the chin and got a regular job. I enlisted at the old age of 23. Do you want to know why he says that? At the old age of 23? Because the standard age for service members, even back in World War I, was 18, 19, 20, and 21 years of age. So 23 years old in basic training, you're kind of like the uncle. As sad as that sounds. Yeah. And if you're like 40 or 35 in basic training, like that one dude that we had in my basic training, you're a relic. You're not even a grandpa at that point. You're an old fuck. That's what comes after grandpa status. Old fuck. That's what you are. Any 35 and over, really, in the military, you're an old fuck for the most part. That's the age equivalence. Age would not matter if she just met the requirements. We live in a culture that demonizes having standards. Yeah. I tried to go SEAL. It didn't work out. Know what I did? I stayed in my rate, became a SARC, and served honorably for 20 years instead of suing the Navy. Oh, and do you want to know? I want to say that only a woman would do this. Only a woman would sue the military, demanding a prestigious job like a Navy SEAL. Because if you did this as a man, fuck what the Navy has to say to you. You're getting roasted relentlessly for the rest of your life. You know, next week, people are going to forget all about Amanda. But if you do this as a grown man and you start crying and whining, the military won't let me in and blah, blah, blah. Turn in your dick and balls right now, bro. Seriously. Because that is not a good look. And your man card too. Turn it in. It's not a good look. Only a woman would do this. It's wild. My dad got denied to the military because he had seizures as a kid. Yo, Chewbacca, he could have got past it if he just lied. I had seizures as a kid and I still got in. You want to know how? I lied. And then I had a seizure in the military and they didn't know any better and they just put me on medication and told me if I had another one, I was out. And because I was on medication, I didn't have another one. So, yeah. Good things happen when you lie. And there's been several soldiers throughout the course of history that went on to do great things in the military that lied about either who they were, their age, their eyesight. So, you should have just lied. 10 years, no issue, but they said no because they were concerned with them reappearing. But sure, telling a 40-year-old no to one of the most physically demanding positions possible is out of line. Yeah, I'm sorry. And if you agree with this lady, you're just as delusional. And you need to look in the mirror. And if you agree with this lady, you'd never be a Navy SEAL either. You see how this comment section is full of grown men that actually tried and still couldn't do it. And you're a woman. By default, by birth, you're weaker. For real. And when it comes to this job, it's not just physically weaker, it's mentally weaker. Not to mention, I don't want to put a woman in that position. I only want men in that position. Not because of what they can accomplish, but because of what they're going to have to endure. If you get captured as a Navy SEAL, you're getting interrogated. You're getting waterboarded. You're getting tortured, both physically and mentally. As a female, you know what's going to happen to you if you get captured? You are getting raped. You are, bro. You are. I don't care what you say. That is your reality. And I don't want that as a reality for you, which is why I don't want you there. I would not allow my niece to be there. I don't want my sister there. My sister is in the military, and she did not choose SEAL because she knows the ramifications, and she knows what she's capable of, and she knows what she's not capable of. She knows that she's not capable of that, right? And to put you there, I feel like we would be doing you a disservice because you don't belong there. We would essentially be sending you in to die. Whereas if we send a man, at least they can accomplish the mission before they die. We send you die hitting the ground. It's not even a tough choice. The answer is no, Amanda. The answer is 100% no. Bye. Does it? No one cares anymore. You're not gonna get your way. Now we're gonna scroll all the way down. What do y'all want to watch next? Have you seen the AI Bigfoot vlogs? No, but I've heard about them. I've heard about them. Yo, where's this try not to laugh, Katai? And then we'll get back to this watch later. But I do want to know what y'all want to watch before we start this try not to laugh. Oh, Terminated, what is your request? Tell me what it is. Red flags? 8 minutes of red flags and chicks? Let me see what Terminated is. And then... Did you put yours in the thing, Terminated? Put it in the Discord. Or just put it back in chat. Yeah, I don't see it, so go ahead and put it. Man, you're gonna make me scroll, just type it in again. I think I remember, actually. Officer realizes the moment that she ruined her, or he ruined his career. I don't know, what is it? Cop realizes she made the worst. Okay. And what did you want me to watch, Kevin? All right. Oh, I thought that was a weed commercial for a second. I was like, right on. The ads are working as intended. Oh, nasty ass beer. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll watch that, Kevin, and after this, we're doing the Try Not to Laugh Katai. We needed to do another one of those. All right. Cop realizes she just made the worst mistake of her life. Let's see. I'm just gonna take a quick stab in the dark. The female cop, she was probably being skittish. Really, like most of them are, and took a threat that actually wasn't a threat as a threat, made a big deal about it, discharged her firearm when she didn't need to because she was feeling afraid. That's just the guess. Let's see.
Real quick, okay, and I'll explain what's going on. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tensing up, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stand right back. Wait. Don't.
I'll tease you!
You did?
Yes!
Okay.
I grabbed the gun! I shot him! Oh my god!
A traffic stop in the spring of 2000.
Damn, that's not at all what I expected. Jesus, officer. What?
'21 turns into chaos for the officers, the driver, and the entire community when a fatal mistake becomes a national flashpoint, igniting a wave of unrest. As agitation spreads throughout the city, the tensions between the police and the public erupt, and the world watches to see what justice will look like in this explosive case.
This is the America we live in now. My gosh, it's war zone.
The following report.
No, that's the America y'all created. Really. I know that something bad happened here, right? And from what I saw, this officer is most definitely 100% unequivocally at fault. But look at y'all. Look at y'all, huh? Look at this. What do you mean?
Community when a fatal mistake becomes a national flashpoint, igniting a wave.
Neighborhood's a war zone. I wonder why. You made it that way. Man, it's just like... Can't believe our neighborhood looks like shit. Proceeds to burn down AutoZone. That's wild, bro. See why no one ever takes y'all seriously when this shit happens. I understand this officer's at fault, and yes, he's an idiot. But god damn, guys. What?
Of unrest. As agitation spreads throughout the city, the tensions between the police and the public erupt, and the world watches to see what justice will look like in this explosive case.
This is the America we live in now. My gosh, it's war zone.
No, it's not a war zone. It's just a community full of ignorant people looking for a reason to show their ass. That's just... They're naturally all the time ignorant, but they don't show their ass because they don't have a reason. Now they have a reason.
Following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On April 11th, 2021, two officers in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota stop a car when they notice expired tabs and an obstruction hanging from the rearview mirror.
Oh, sakes, dude. Really?
Move forward.
You're gonna stop right here.
Officer Kimberly Potter takes up position at the rear of the car as her trainee.
That's kind of fucking annoying, man, really. But you're gonna stop right here. Because I've been lit up by a cop before while driving. And when he turned the lights on, there was no good place to pull over. There was just not. And I was right there by my house. Literally 50 feet from my house. So instead of pulling over in a dangerous place for what I thought, I pulled into my neighborhood and into the parking lot And this motherfucker has the audacity to get out of the car and be like, why didn't you stop when I flashed you? Because there was nowhere to stop. Well, when I flash, you stop. I'm like, not if it's in an unsafe area, dude. Like, holy shit, what is your problem? Fuck ass.
Officer Anthony Lucky approaches the door.
Hey, what's going on, man? You got a driver's license and proof of insurance for me at all? You don't have a driver's license? Okay. What's your name? You're Dante? Okay, gotcha. Well, there's a couple things here's when I stopped you. The air freshener hanging down there. Yep, can't do that. And then our other question is your tabs. Yeah, just keep looking for the insurance, and then I'm gonna write your name, date of birth down, all right?
The man they've pulled over is 20-year-old Dante Wright, and a young woman named Elena is in the passenger seat.
Great ideas can come from anywhere.
I know, Katai's rough.
You decide where.
I wanted to say he was lying, but I think he's honestly telling the truth, so.
As the police run Dante's information through the system, Dante calls his mom for advice.
He calls me and he said, Mom, I just been pulled over. And I said, for what? Like, that was just my first response. Like, what did you do? And he said I had air fresheners in the window or the rearview mirror. And then I said, okay, well, take them down. He was like, you think I'm in trouble? I was like, no, you're not in trouble. What would you be in trouble for?
But what the police find shifts the course of this traffic stop.
Just run him as Dante Wright. No, just run him like you were in DBS.
Yeah.
Just don't put all that other information in.
Oh, okay.
See what it gives you.
Status, suspended, mail, state records hit.
See? Don't want to code for yourself.
He's got a gross misdemeanor warrant, and there's an OFP for a female, so I need to ID her. There's also residue, like weed on the middle console, so probably search the car. Apparently the car is his brother's.
You want to tell him what the warrant's for?
Warrant is for the weapons violation.
The officers, who have now been joined by a sergeant, return to arrest Dante, taking the first steps toward an encounter that will end in disaster.
Just have him step on out.
Hey, Dante. All right, man, here, do me a favor. Just step out of the car real quick, okay? And I'll explain what's going on. You can just put your phone on the dashboard there, okay?
So
and then
am I
the
going
paper.
to jail?
I'll explain all that in a second, okay? Just turn around. Put your hands on your back.
You're under arrest, Dante.
Okay, so you are going to be under arrest, okay?
The phone call with his mom is wild because, like, I can already see it now. I can already see it now, man. Mom's gonna cry. My baby did nothing wrong. But look at the phone call. That's why moms always say that shit, because she was like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "Nothing. Expired tag. How would you drive a car with an expired tag? Weapons violation. Weed all up in the car. Dog." I didn't know about the obstruction of the rearview mirror. Where did he have his air freshener? It was covering the mirror. How did they even see that? I can't even see in the car. I don't know. But called his mom, but she was like, "What'd you do?" He's like, "Nothing. I didn't do anything. I'm only driving a car with expired tags. I got weed in the car, and I have a weapons violation." Did you know I had a weapons violation, Mom? Probably not, because if he told her the truth about everything, she'd be more upset that he got pulled over. Like, God damn it, you're in trouble again, right? So Mom probably doesn't know anything. So when she gets interviewed, she's probably going to say what all the moms do. My baby did nothing wrong. He was innocent, blah, blah, blah. They were just fucking with him. That doesn't take away from the fact that the officer did something retarded. I'm just saying.
You do have a warrant, so. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tensing up, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Grab right back. Wait. Wait. Don't.
I'll tease you!
But Officer Potter's taser is holstered on the left side of her belt. She reaches to the right, tragically grabbing her 9mm and...
That's actually crazy, because here I was thinking that police officers carried their taser on the same side as their weapon. So in my head, I didn't say it, but in my head, I was just like, man, That's so dumb because you could accidentally grab the wrong one, and that's probably what she did. Why wouldn't you keep your sidearm separate from your taser on the opposite side? They do. Muscle memory did not kick in here for this officer.
Instead.
I'll tase you! Taser, taser, taser!
But the next sound is not the electric crackle of a taser, but the loud report of a single gunshot. Dante Wright is instantly aware of what happened.
Ah, he shot me! Oh, I just shot him.
You did?
Yes!
Okay.
I grabbed the wrong gun! I shot him! Oh my god!
Okay, Kim, sit down.
The booming sounds from down the street are from
Wrecking his car.
Dante's car smashing into an oncoming SUV before rolling to a stop at an intersection a block away from the initial incident. One cop is already on the scene, and soon there will be many others.
Refill contact shots, but start more units, please. We're gonna need additional units.
Oh my god!
Starting north on the red.
Kim, that guy was trying to take off with me in the car.
But Officer Potter is inconsolable, and the news isn't improving.
The driver is not breathing according to the passenger.
Oh my god! What have I done? What have I done? I mean, it's all just...
But no one else standing.
I mean, it's all just... How can you tell me? I mean, it's all just... How can you tell me?
Wow. Jesus. I don't even know how you're gonna have to hold this officer responsible, bro. As shitty as bro, she didn't mean to do that. You can tell by her reaction, you can tell by how it happened. Muscle memory did not kick in here, man. She grabbed the wrong gun. That kid should still be alive. And I'm going to say something that a lot of people are not going to want to hear. That kid should still be alive, not because of the officer. The kid resisted arrest, bruh. That kid would still be alive if he didn't resist. He's 20 years old. Got a warrant. Weed in the car. Weapons violation. Expired tags. He goes to jail for a little bit. He doesn't even go to jail for life. He doesn't even go to jail for years. His mom bails him out that day. He wanted to run. He wanted to resist arrest. He doesn't die if he doesn't do that. I know that people are probably going to say, like, oh, he doesn't die if the officer grabs the taser instead of the gun. She doesn't have to take those actions if he doesn't resist arrest. Okay? Let's call it like it is. Let's not get in our feelings about this. I feel bad for everyone here, including the officer. You see what she just said? She basically just said here, I might as well kill myself. I may as well just hop into traffic. That's what she just said. So, like, how do you even prosecute this? You have obvious remorse, an obvious mistake caught on camera that led to the death. And obviously, people are going to want blood, but, like, dog, we don't get to this point if you don't resist arrest. I don't want anybody to forget that. You don't get to this point if you don't resist arrest. Was it a fatal, horrible mistake? Yes. But this fatal, horrible mistake does not happen if you don't resist arrest. Let's not be stupid about this. Let's not get in our feelings.
At the crash scene, where the police response is growing by the second, Elena gets out of the car as the officers prepare to move in on Dante. Few, if any of them, know exactly what happened here.
We heard over the radio that Brooklyn Center officers, there was a possible shooting, took the male out of the driver's seat and began performing a first aid on them.
Paramedics quickly arrive at the scene as well, but little can be done.
As I approached, I believe they stopped doing CPR.
I checked a pulse on his right carotid for when I was aiming at about 10 seconds. I moved over to the left carotid to check over there as well. I did not feel a pulse.
Dante Wright is pronounced dead at the scene, and while it's not clear if Officer Potter immediately received the news, a Hennepin County lieutenant finds her in a worrying state.
Just want people to look at the officer's face, guys. Does this look like the face of an officer that maliciously wanted to kill somebody? Does it? She's more than likely gonna go to jail, man. That's it. She shouldn't be going to jail, and that kid shouldn't be dead. But she's gonna go to jail. Whether it's for the rest of her life, we need to wait to see that. But she's gonna go to jail. That's it. Unfortunately.
I got down to her level and I'm talking to her, and she was just repeating some things, and I just told her to stop talking. She repeatedly kept saying that she wanted to die. Again, how my conclusion came that there was something critical that took place. I'm going to prison. I want to die. Just let me die. I talked to her sergeant twice, and on the second time, he finally listened to me.
That's because this police officer knows. She knows the life of a cop. She knows how cops are looked at. She knows how cops are treated, and she knows how vile, I guess, man, or just how intense public scrutiny can be for them. And yeah, that's just
I said, you need to take her gun from her, because I didn't know the whole realm of it, but yeah, I knew it wasn't good.
Remove her weapon.
Officer Potter is led to an ambulance where she's checked out before being transported back to the police station. Officer Potter, of course, is far from the only person experiencing trauma from the day's events.
I went outside screaming, like I was just so distraught. My neighbors heard me, and my neighbor's like, no, I'll drive you. And there was so much traffic, and I was like, oh my God, I can't. I got out of the car and I started running, but it was so far away. So I had to get back in the car, and I couldn't go any further, and I just see yellow tape.
In the meantime, cops from several departments and jurisdictions have blanketed the area, and many still have very little knowledge about what happened.
Hi there. No, I don't have all the details. I just replaced my partner about 5 minutes ago. I haven't heard about any officers being hurt at all, but I don't know any details.
When Dante's mom finally gets to the scene, she's confronted.
Y'all should keep an eye on that officer for real, dog, because, like, maybe even want to remove her bootlaces.
With the same lack of answers.
I finally got into the yellow tape, and the police officers were stopping me. I'm like, oh my God, is that my son? And I seen the car that we just gave my son 2 weeks ago was smashed up with another car. And I was like, oh my God, was he in an accident? And Brooklyn Center police officers were talking to me, and they said they had no information. They don't know what happened. I said, well, I know what happened. I was on the phone. He shot my son.
The sight of this many police cars has attracted attention, and it's not long before the mood grows hostile.
Oh, it's me. You're the one that's yelling out a window while you're driving. These people don't even know what happened. Yeah. I don't even know what happened, and they're threatening to hurt people. Unbelievable.
Welcome to...
Those are just your village retards, man. Don't pay any attention to them.
It's one line, powered with a...
But the atmosphere surrounding police shootings is tense in the spring of 2021, and that tension is perhaps especially palpable here in Brooklyn Center.
Yo, how did I not hear about this in 2021? Because he's right, man. But police shootings were tense at that time. Really. We had several big cities burning at the time because of police shootings. Justified or not, some retarded people within certain communities, they don't care if it was justified. They don't care if the cop was in the right. They don't even care if the cop was defending his own life. All they know is that we're burning down Chick-fil-A, fellas. That's it. We're doing it. Why? I don't know. I haven't gotten all the details, but hey, go get the gasoline. Like, all right, bro.
where, less than 10 miles away,
Unfortunately for her, she's fucked, man. Whether it was in where you can see it all over her face, man. And it's just so hard to see off, because usually, for the most part, what are you guys used to seeing? You're used to seeing a police officer do something, and then the very next time you see this cop is in a courtroom, and they have a blank expression on their face. I think this is one of the first times that I've actually seen an officer do something wrong, and their immediate response is remorse, sorrow, and suicidal thoughts. Bro, that's why this is such a hard one for me to watch, really, because it's just like everyone lost here. Everybody. Everybody lost. The neighborhood lost because it quite possibly got fucking destroyed. The kid lost because he lost his life. The officer lost because she's now going to jail. And the police department loses because now ignorant people are going to treat them a certain kind of way. More so now than they were already. So everybody loses.
Derek Chauvin is on trial for the 2020 death of George Floyd, and as news breaks out about Dante's shooting, the gathering crowd begins to...
That guy was kind of a piece of shit with George Floyd. Say what you want about George Floyd, but like, there's plenty of ways to arrest someone, and if they can't breathe, bro, let them breathe, right? That was just one where, while I didn't agree with it, I did understand why some people were like throwing a fucking fit, because I saw that and I was like, bro, you could have leaned on his back, you could have leaned on his lower back, you could have you could have just laid on him, right? He's already in handcuffs, right? It's like, how far could he get? And if he runs, chase him. Now you have even more of a reason to arrest him, and people might not be all that bad because this motherfucker's running from police. But nah, you did that stupid ass shit, and even someone like me that will give cops the benefit of the doubt most of the time, I was just like, bruh, nah, there were several other ways you could have detained him. But all in all, still no reason to burn down your neighborhood and then get mad once it's destroyed.
to take the shape of a full-fledged protest.
Hold on, let me see. That's got to be a different shooting from the one that IIRC procured in Lawrence, Kansas a year or two back, but the suspect who got shot lived. Oh, so this happened once before in a different state. It resembles this? Gotcha. I guess back to the range, police officers. More muscle memory. I think this is one of the first times that, well, you just said it happened somewhere else, but it's very rare for a cop to reach for a taser and they grab their gun, or vice versa. Because again, muscle memory. Dog, they practice this shit at the range. They have taser ranges, just like they have gun ranges, right? So, I mean, I can't even relate, man, to be completely honest, because I was never put in a position where I could quite possibly reach for the wrong weapon. Now, my situation was that I could quite possibly shoot the wrong caliber, right? Because, you know, the military has this thing of escalation of force, where if you're getting shot at by 9mm, you respond with 9mm. You're getting shot at by 5.56, you respond with 5.56. You're getting shot by anything bigger than that, you respond with a fucking 50 cal, right? So I never had to worry about pulling out the wrong weapon. I just had to worry about firing the right ammunition. Because if it's just some dude with a pistol, I can easily dispatch him with my M4. I don't need to unload the 50 on this guy. Even though that's probably what I would do, right? Because no one's watching, and who's gonna tell, right? And that escalation of force shit is bullshit anyways, man. We're there to fucking eliminate, right? So I really can't relate nor empathize with the situation of this officer, but it's muscle memory, dog. Back to the drawing board. Back to the. But then again, this is so rare that you don't even need to implement. The training works. It's just that this officer had a lapse, or bro, I don't know. But I can tell just by her reaction that she did not mean to do that, And if her reaction is not genuine, then god damn it, give this officer an Oscar, because that is the best acting I've ever seen in my entire life if she's faking it. There's just, man, I don't know.
Hold the space! Hold the space! Text people to come and Avenue North, Lee Avenue North. Get people here. Do not be participating by these pigs. Do not be paid by them. I want you to fight them. Get people here right now. Text people to get Avenue North right now. Do not go for Ochido. The reason why they have so many pigs out here is because they know.
No, the reason they're all there is so that y'all don't continue to break shit like what y'all are doing right now. If y'all saw footage of that officer, y'all probably wouldn't really, in her reaction, y'all probably wouldn't be behaving this way. But this is really all gonna rest on if the mother forgives this officer. That it really is gonna sway the public opinion. This is gonna go down how it goes down in court, but as far as public opinion, I feel like this all falls down to if the mother forgives the officer, really, because this officer is gonna go to jail. But you know, retarded people in the streets, even if this officer gets arrested, they're not gonna go away. They're just gonna keep showing their fucking ass and begging to get fucked up so that they can continue to be victims, right? Oh, look at him, he fucked me up. Yeah, you're robbing a liquor store, jackass. Shut up.
But the growing unrest at the scene of Dante's shooting is only the first glimpse of what is in store for Brooklyn Center as the day turns into night and news of the incident continues to spread throughout the community. Riot squads gather at the police station as the protests spread and troubling reports come over the radio.
Minneapolis, female stated looting of Walmart will be happening soon, and hung up on it.
And as temperatures rise across the city, it's perhaps inevitable that some protesters are detained.
My phone is ringing. Can you see who that is, please? You don't have to answer it, but can you tell me who it is? Because it might be my mom, and she's going to be very disappointed in me.
Then why the fuck were you out here showing your ass? That's what I don't even understand. The thought process, bro, the psychology that you have to go through to put yourself in a position to be fucked up by police and arrested on another person's behalf is wild to me. Wild to me. Man. If I'm just minding my business that day and I hear that someone was shot because they were running from police, my next logical action is not going to be to just go and start causing mayhem. I'm just going to take the news and be like, oh, word? Bet. Cool. I got shit to do. What are y'all even doing, bro? My mom's going to be very disappointed in me. You should have stayed your dumb ass at home playing fucking Halo. Idiot. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. I thought I was doing the right thing.
How? You see? I thought I was doing the right thing. Well, shit, CNN told me to. Shit, CNN told me cops are racist. Shit, CNN, cops be out here killing innocent black people that don't be doing nothing wrong. Shit. I was lied to. I thought I was on the right side of history. Moron. What you get?
It's looking real great outside. It looks like you guys got it all in control.
You're not going home, bro. You're going to jail. Stop it. Stop it.
And as the protests turn chaotic in some areas, police must also confront destruction and theft throughout the city.
See?
I'll be honest with you, I got no idea what to do here. Because I mean, everything around here is getting looted.
The wide net of property damage and loot.
Oh, and then these businesses, when they decide that enough is enough and they move their businesses out of your neighborhood because they're tired of getting fucked up by you, they're going to leave to another place. And what are you going to do? You're going to be like, these places are racist for leaving. They don't want to support the black community. They're just going off to greener pastures. All these businesses leaving us high and dry. It's racist, I tell you. Well, I mean, look at what you're doing. When you destroy your community enough times, guess what? Businesses are going to leave. And then you want to cry when they do. But you just spent a whole year and a half fucking them up and stealing from them. Y'all make no sense. Y'all make no sense.
Looting sends the cops to multiple businesses throughout the night as they struggle to keep up with sporadic outbursts of criminal activity.
You better get the home! Get the home! Y'all better get home! Drop the Stop it! Police, you're under arrest! Come on, your hands up! They probably just ran out of here. That kid looks like he's about 8 years old. Wow, this is the America we live in now. I got this war zone.
Cops can't believe it.
Still looking for a new job?
I just found out my dad's sister's husband is golfing buddies with the CEO of a great company. So
The local unrest.
That's like the funniest shit in the world. Cop is like, you believe this shit? That kid looks like he's 8 years old. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Oh, so good.
They probably just ran out of here. That kid looks like he's about 8 years old. Wow, this is the America we live in now. I got this war zone.
The local unrest continues throughout the following week, and the city reports that they've handled at least 200 calls ranging from burglaries to property damage. According to officials, more than 140 businesses are damaged, including several instances of arson. In the midst of the ongoing protests and community reaction, Officer Potter resigns from the Brooklyn Center Police Department on April 13th.
Didn't really have a choice.
2 days after the shooting. The following day, she is arrested and charged with second-degree manslaughter in the death of Dante Wright.
So, yep, I'm just gonna, I know, I'm very sorry. Just, let's just face this way just for the sake of it. I'm just gonna pat everything down. Do you have underwear on?
No, I just
Nothing?
sports bra on.
Okay.
There's no pockets.
Just kick your leg a little bit, Blenny, thank you.
As she arrives at the jail, Potter has an emotional exchange with the officer escorting her.
I'd give you a hug, but that's probably not allowed.
What's that?
I can't give you a hug. It's probably not allowed.
Yeah, I just be aware that once you walk in the door, everything is recorded. So just and phone calls and everything. Just I'm sure you know that. I'm just okay, and we'll make this as quick and painless as possible.
In September, the Minnesota Attorney General added first-degree manslaughter to her charges. At trial, Potter told the jury that she had never before used her taser or her gun on duty in her 26 years of policing and insisted that she didn't want to hurt anybody that day.
Damn! The first time you decide to use... Oh my lord. Good God. The first time in 26 years that you use your weapon, or you had never used your weapon in a situation or a taser. And the first time you do, someone dies. That is just mind-boggling. Not mind-boggling that you've never fired your weapon in 26 years, because that's not a bad thing, okay? Or that you've ever had to use your taser, that's not a bad thing either. It's just crazy to me that the moment that you do, somebody died. That's wild. That's absolutely wild.
Dante's mother posted a message on Facebook calling for accountability.
Just see my son laying there.
What do you mean, accountability? See what I'm talking about? It's never good enough. She resigned, she was arrested, she got second degree, and then slapped with first degree, actually. What more do you want? What are you talking about with accountability? It just happened. See what I'm talking about? It's never enough. Like,
Looked to me like he was dead, and I sat there and watched my son sit on the corner for...
Because he was dead. What do you mean? That they gotta wait on the coroner. And he doesn't have teleportation abilities, ma'am.
Hour and hour. That was my day. I watched my son underneath the yellow tent for seemed to be like a lifetime.
Kimberly Potter was convicted of
Crime scene investigations, usually that's how long they take, man. For the most part, it might feel like a lifetime. It probably wasn't, though.
first-degree manslaughter and sentenced
Because, you know, traffic and society must continue.
in February 2022. The city of Brooklyn Center agreed to pay Dante Wright's family a lawsuit settlement of $3.25 million in June 2022. Kimberly Potter was released from prison in April 2023.
Yo, she didn't even serve all that long. And bro, she looking crazy in prison. Holy shit. She looking wild. She looking rough. Damn. There's your accountability. Right there. Basically none. Mom was right. But mom's a millionaire now, so whatever. But who's willing to bet here? Who's willing to bet here that if this police officer was not named Kimberly Potter, but instead was named Timothy Potter, I feel like he'd still be in jail to this day. Because not even in situations like this do women go to jail like the men. That's wild. There was accountability, but at the same time, there wasn't accountability. There was accountability in the sense that the accused party, the guilty party, was, when it was fired, they resigned, they were jailed, right? They'll never work in law enforcement again. Felony on their record. It's going to be hard for Kimberly to find another job, right? And you got paid out $3 million. The non-accountability portion of this is that Kimberly only served 2 years in prison, right? And I get that it was just an accident, and I get that she didn't mean to, but when we're talking about a 20-year-old with the rest of his life ahead of him, 2 years in jail kind of just seems like nothing for the most part. But I guarantee if it was Timothy Potter instead of Kimberly Potter, that man would still be in jail to this day. He'd be in jail next year. He'd be in jail in 2030. He'd be paroled in 2035 and it would get declined. Because that is how it goes, man. That is how it goes. Not even in the most extreme situations do women go to jail like the men. Wild, isn't it? So we had a little bit of accountability, but no accountability at all, if you think about it. Right. Right. Kimberly Potter shouldn't have been in the field in the first place. Are you saying that because she's a female officer, or are you saying that because in 26 years she had never once discharged her weapon? I feel that if you're an officer and you don't discharge your weapon, that just makes you a good officer. You're always handling situations that don't require force, or you handle them in a way that force isn't required, right? But I don't know. Could this just as easily happen to a man? I would venture to say yes. Mistakes happen, right? High stress situation, in the moment, 1,000 things going through your head, right? Things happen, right? But someone always has to pay the price. I just don't think that her price was steep enough, really. While I do empathize with her situation, and it was just a mistake, and just that, only 2 years, bruh? See why a lot of people think the justice system is a joke sometimes. Just saying. Because she hadn't trained with her weapons over those 25 years. Did it say that she hadn't trained? I must have missed that she hadn't trained with her weapon, or she just hadn't fired her weapon or a taser in that time. Because I'm assuming police officers are required to go to the range every so often. It's just like military. We go to the range just about every 6 months, right? Maybe it's every 6 months for cops, or it's a little less or a little more, but I do believe that is their standard. They have to always qualify, requalify, shit like that. If they go on leave, when they come back, requalify, all that stuff, right? I know that when I was at Fort Stewart, man, when we went on, anytime we would go on leave, first thing we would do when we got back, besides a piss test, go to the range. Go to the range, man. There's there can never be too much weapons training. So this just, it comes down to muscle memory, man. Muscle memory, man. Which, honestly, dude, to be honest, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think this would ever happen to me. I am right-hand dominant. I don't know about this lady, but, like, I'm right-hand dominant, so, like, to me, right is right. Not because it's right, but just because it feels right, right? So right would always be lethal, and left would always be non-lethal. Left is left. Left doesn't feel good to me. Left is unorthodox to me. Left is not lethal to me. Because even a punch from my left arm is not going to carry the same force as a punch from my right arm. So obviously, damn near almost the entire left side of my body is weaker than my right, right? So right is right and it's lethal. Left is left and it's not lethal. I don't think this would ever happen to me. Because, I don't know, man, that's just the way my brain works. Right is right and right is lethal, and left is unorthodox and strange to me, and it's not lethal. I would never go left to get an advantage on you, right? I would go right to fuck you up. Because right is right. That's just the way my brain works. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but It's tough to say in text. If you're not practicing familiarity with your equipment, training under stress, you're a liability. Yeah, for sure. Which is why military goes through the training that they go through. And even then, man, sometimes I still don't feel like the training is enough. Because you never know the lethality of your enemy. So you could think that you're training just amazing, but then the enemy hits you with some wild shit. You gotta improvise. You gotta adapt. But you still maintain your muscle memory. That's just it. So, like, I don't know, man. When I was in basic training, we used to have a competition amongst us soldiers on who could do a weapons clearing procedure and a functions check on our weapon the fastest. And we would have competitions on who could do a functions check and clear the weapon the absolute fastest. And man, we got so fucking good at it that every time we would have to go to the amnesty barrel to stick our weapon in, do a functions check, and if you just so happen to have a round or forgot that you had a round, you're firing it directly into a barrel, right? I think they called it the amnesty barrel, or the amnesty box was for loose brass, but the barrel was for like actually checking for if you forgot that you had a round in the chamber. That's what that barrel's for, right? And you go in there, fucking clear the weapon, functions check, your drill sergeant's looking at you, you do it, and we would do it so fast that the drill sergeant got onto us. He's like, hold on, man, I feel like y'all are skipping steps, slow the fuck down. And we're just like, drill sergeant, we're just fucking good with this shit, dog. You see this shit? Fucking amazing. He's like, do it again. And really, really fast. He's like, okay, I'll let it slide. I thought you motherfuckers were skipping steps. We were like, no, Drill Sergeant, we're just so fast with this now. That's insane. This is all we do. And so, stuff like that, man. But I don't know. I don't know. This is different for police officers, and the training is not really so much at the forefront. Maybe it's a little more lax than it is in the military, and especially on active duty. We take everything so seriously, unless the training is stupid and nonsensical. But all right. Y'all said we're doing red flags with women next? Before we do, no, try not to laugh, and then we'll do the red flag shit. Try not to laugh. And Katai, you said the channel was called The Dead. Oh, hold on. Before we go, I want to read the comments. I gotta read the comments. Let me go back.
However you book your hotel.
Not knowing the difference between how a gun and a taser feel in your hand is a huge oversight. I was going to say that, but I had already talked for too much, and I just wanted to keep it going. A Glock is going to feel different in your hand than a taser. But again, heat of the moment. Situations unfold fast. You got to make fast decisions. She made a fast decision and thought it was the right one. It's really clear she wasn't cut out for the force. Grabbing your firearm instead of your taser and holding it for a few good moments and still not realizing what you're holding isn't acceptable. I don't think it was of malice that she shot him, but it can't go unpunished. That's the sentiment, really. That pretty much hit the nail on the head with that statement, with that comment. That's pretty much... yeah. Her first response is, I'm going to prison, when it should be, is he alive? Let's get him help. Her tears are for herself. Well, yeah, obviously, because she knows the implications of her job. She knows that she done fucked up. That's it. That's... But I get it. Okay. I love how she makes it all about her. She never once said, we've got to get him help. It was all I, me. Bro, in her situation, help was on the way. Shots fired, officers are gonna arrive all the same. Whether she states it or thinks it, it doesn't matter. That I know y'all are upset, but y'all are nitpicking at this point. But I do agree with this. A cop for 26 years and she doesn't know the difference between a gun and a taser. My son is a police officer, and I asked him if it's possible to grab a gun thinking it's a taser. He said, as a police officer, you know where your equipment is on your belt. You should have known which side the taser and the gun are on. And I don't know if it's personal preference or I don't know if it's an SOP. So, as a police officer, do you have to have your sidearm on your right and your taser on your left, or can you flip that? What if you're a left-handed shooter? Your gun would go on your left, obviously, and your taser on your right. I really do feel like that's personal preference. I would not recommend having them on the same side just to avoid this, right? And that's what I thought, right? Like, the only way you could quite possibly pull it out on accident if they were on the same side. Otherwise, like, what the shit? Let's see. Oh my god, people are getting hung up on the fucking... I just saw it as remorse. Really. I saw it as remorse. Some people can see it as me, blah, 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 but like, whatever. It's not, oh my God, I just shot another human being, or oh my God, how badly is he hurt? Oh my God, I'm going to prison. I'm pretty sure all that shit went through her head. But what's at the forefront is, yeah, self-preservation. Really. Don't judge this officer on her reaction to this situation, and you're not a cop. And you've never been law enforcement, and you've never even been in a situation like this before. Right? So you can talk about it all day and you can say all these things, but until you have to do it, you don't know how you would respond, man. Like when I got in trouble, when I was deployed, I didn't think about the I didn't think about the people that I supposedly hurt. Didn't give a fuck about them. I cared about myself. I cared about what was going to happen in that courtroom. I didn't care about what I did, and guess what? I wasn't fucking sorry either. I lied in court and said I was sorry just to have some favor there, but like, yeah, self-preservation, dog. Please stop it. I agree. She did not seem like she meant any malice, but stupidity has to be punished when it costs lives. There you go. Oh my God, these people. As someone in the medical field, if my actions led to a death, I would not only have my license terminated, but also face jail time for many, many years for medical malpractice. Accidents happen, but the difference in accountability is unreal. Yeah, let me guess, humans with dreams. I bet you're a man. I bet you are. I bet you are saying that, because that sounds like some shit I've said before. Accidents happen, but the difference in accountability is unreal. That's because I want to say because you can get more from a hospital. You can get way more money from a hospital and medical malpractice than you can get from police. This mother just so happened to walk away with $4 million. But that's not the case for everyone that deals with police in this way. As opposed to the medical industry, that's a billion. I don't think law enforcement is $1 billion thing, but medical is, right? So, yeah, you go to jail for way longer. Shouldn't be that way, but thank God she held it together and went to check on the guy that drove 300 feet in the opposite fucking direction and crashed into another vehicle. When there's already officers on site, and guess what? You're the one that just shot this man. The other officers are not going to let you anywhere near that. Do y'all even understand? Do y'all even know? Right? Have y'all ever seen other police shootings where, like, the officer that fired the rounds, usually he doesn't hang around the scene? Usually he either goes back to the station, gets the fuck out, just like in this situation. God damn, guys. Y'all are expecting... I don't know what y'all are expecting. Jesus Christ. Like, you just want her to fucking sprint up the goddamn street? Man, like, I don't know what y'all are expecting. There's other officers there. It's like y'all wanted her to do everything after the fact, right? Fuck the ambulance, fuck the other officers. No, everything after this moment is 100% on this lady. Y'all, this comment section is exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. How could she not tell the difference in weight between the taser and a gun? That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good comment. All of you other people, y'all are so fucking irritating. The cop that compared his day job to a literal war zone with such conviction as absolutely never been in a war zone. How do you know that, X Woods? Lots of police officers are prior military. You're talking out of your ass, and you don't even know. You're just making up a bullshit statement. I'm done with this comment section, bro. Y'all are idiots. Some of y'all said some logical things. Some of y'all said some interesting things. Some of y'all said shit that I didn't say in the video. But for the most of you, bro, most of you in this comment section, y'all are insufferable dumbasses. Good God. All up in your fucking feelings on some fucking cringe lame shit. Good Lord. Should have stayed away from the comments on this one. God damn, y'all are annoying. Ugh. Should have just gone straight to the try not to laugh, Katai. I'm sorry. Wasted time on that fucking retarded buffoonery. Should have just ended it at the video. Whatever. Idiots will be idiots. Alright. Dead Serious was the name, right? Yeah, Kevin, I got you. Oh, is it this? Ty, you gotta tell me which one it is. And while you tell me which one it is, Katai, in chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink and I'm gonna smoke. So, but I'm not gonna leave you guys here in silence. You're gonna hear boring 80s synthwave. Not boring to me, but alright, Katai. Well, the top one? Okay, I'll type it back in. The one that had Reynaldo and Speed in the thumbnail? Got it. I'm assuming you've watched this one already. You're just waiting on me? Oh my god, dog, I'm getting old. I'm getting so old, it's like... Ugh. Alright. I don't know, man. I'll be right back. Where's fucking... Hot as fuck! Ugh. Okay. I shall return. Okay. You make more old man noises than I do, and I'm old as fuck. Yeah, well... I don't know how y'all watch me, or just watch YouTube, or just watch movies or TV, but I'm sure that when y'all do it from a comfortable ass position, not sitting in this fucking computer chair with your ass with your ass sticking to it from fucking sweat, and the cushion has done died on this fucking thing, so it's nothing but fucking ass bone on plastic for the most part, and it's hot as fuck sitting in front of this goddamn light in this position, sometimes hunched over. Yeah. Laying in bed? Exactly. I wish I could I wish I could do all this. Bruh, if I could just fucking... If I could just... Hold on. Ugh. Bro, if I could just do this, I could stream all day. Like, yo, that officer should be going to jail for way longer than 2 years. Only 2 years? Are you serious? But nah, I can't do that. Because that would be fucking lame. Yeah, I could go no pants. Technically, I could go no pants right now. But I get up way too much for that. And not trying to like... You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Okay. I mean, if I could, if I had my second monitor back, and I made commands, I technically could go pantsless and just hit a shortcut to change my scene. So like, just hit a quick button and it goes to this, right? And I just turn off that where I can't see anything. If I ever have to get up, I'll just go from here to here, but like that's too much with the pulling up of Streamlabs and switching windows and shit like that, and like I'm good. All right, Katai, how do you want this? Big or small? Wow, that sounded so bad, didn't it, Katai? How do you want this screen or this screen? Okay, pick which one. One being this, or two being that. This one? Alright. That. Cool. Wait. I forgot what I said. Which is big, which is little? Is this considered big or little? We'll keep it here. This is conducive to the try not to laughs, so. Oh, thank God. Yo, where is it? I just looked for it. What the fuck? Wait, the top one? Or you said the third one? 17, third one? Yo, Rakiru, it's good, man. How are you? I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Alright. Hold on. Alright. Okay. So as you all remember, I failed the shit out of the last Try Not to Laugh that we did. Bad. In like spectacular fashion too. It was like, it was about this long. I think it was like a little bit longer, like 20 minutes. I failed around the 7-minute mark. So let's see if we can let's see if we can make it happen. Gonna just try to think of something to put me in a bad mood. Here we go.
Knock, knock. Who's there? There's
Wait. What the hell?
Yo, but he scored though, right? So why are you celebrating? Yo.
Yes, my pussy's green.
You big ass chicken, all that rah-rah shit. You think I got a problem? I'll whoop your ass.
How do you get away with that?
Oh, you think this shit a game? Don't you ever play?
What?
I'm coming. And I'll finish with a quote from my late father.
Oh, God.
I don't even know if I can say this, and y'all gonna laugh at me.
We're not gonna laugh at you. I promise you we're not gonna laugh.
When I grew up, right, and I remember.
Yo, I don't know who can be serious or Well.
Would you like $2 or double it to the next person?
Damn, did you just not get a cut for like fucking 6 months or something, bro? You gotta go see a barber often, yo.
What the heck is a lady doing in the
Si desea salir del modo ciego, haga clic en
Damn. Damn.
I got you, bro.
What a horrible way to end the stream.
Hold on, man. What the fuck is this? A nut?
What?
Look at that shit. That's like straight nut, man.
Come on.
Hold it, man. Hold it, man.
Know what's going on, dog?
Hey, I made pancakes.
Would you rather eat M&Ms with M&M or spend 50 cent with 50 cent?
That was-
Personally, I would rather 69 with 69.
Was that real? If that's real, Mark, you're so fucking weird, dude.
Guten Tag.
Damn! Officer down.
Wow!
Dude, yo, the afterlife twerk is insane.
A booty hole is not a vagina. And we have to be a little bit more sensitive and cognitive of what we're actually diving into.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's like... Oh no, who's he gonna... What is happening? I get, okay. Yo, dude, this poor dog. But what happened to the chicken? That's the kind of dog I need in my life. Oh my god, no, not this. Come on. Thank god. Don't do this, Jimmy. Oh wow. That was a fail. Yo, he yawned into a bite. Not today, bro. You ain't slick. Is this Nutella? Yeah.
Oh my
god.
Literally, you're trash.
Damn. Oh my god.
Man, you get
Imagine getting done like that by a fucking 6-year-old.
I got a brand new saxophone.
Come on.
Salsa.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, what kind of car is that?
Hey. Hey.
My reaction. Damn, that's mad. What the fuck?
Hey, yo, chill the fuck.
I just joked the band director. I got a brand new saxophone.
Name 3 countries.
3 countries? Spitbaum, Dubai, North.
We rarely pause for these, and I'm sorry, but what the fuck was that first one? And as far as this, prices these days. The bird. Nah, I think that the bird is looking at all this shit and he's like, damn, I can't fly away with none of this shit. Because look at it, it's all bigger than him. He's like, it's right there. I'm just not strong enough. I'm too weak. I'm gonna fuck around and make myself laugh. Here we go.
Name 3 countries.
3 countries? Spitbaum.
You're full of shit on that first one, bro.
Dubai, North.
Oh, I got to go. Oh, I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Giant Yeti cooler. You couldn't do that to any normal truck.
Yes, you could. What are you talking about?
My mommy said no more skibidi toilets, so I left a poo-poo in her chocolate cake.
Okay.
Have you ever been in an aeroplane?
Nigga.
Would you like to?
Nigga.
Alright. I got saved. So far, so good.
DJ Konura prezentuje.
Oh, you poor bastard. Damn. You played yourself.
SpongeBob.
Yo, what? Oh my god. Yo, how much oxygen does that man have? Oh. Damn. The root on that dick. Oh my god. Somebody come get Uncle Ruckus. God damn it. It's off his medication. Usually he likes police.
Girl, I know you want that dick. Girl, I know you want that dick. Girl, I know you want that dick.
Girl, I know you want that dick.
Huh. Oh, there you go.
Everyone's running away from me. And now, giant piles of cum. Oh, what
That's the bad breath episode.
Dad gave me this iPhone 15. You don't even have a phone. Well, my dad is stronger than your dad. Stop the cap. Hi, Dad.
Hey, dinner's ready. We gotta go home.
You can say, my skin is whiter.
Gaming is intense. The talkies are seriously intense.
Yo, probably.
He broke out my window.
Which one?
That one? Oh my god! Oh!
No,
Stop.
I'm not.
Stop. What are you doing? Let me see my fucking eyebrow.
Here, look.
Bro, she did you so dirty! And what happened to you? Yo, that's the worst song ever, dog. Give it up. Yo, that one that I almost lost on, that had to have been a police encounter. I need to see that.
Nigga!
Come on.
This is my area, and I'm afraid to you because your ass is full of bacteria.
That didn't come off as hard as I think you thought, my man.
Okay, is it okay if I touch you? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Is it okay if I touch you?
If you think you can graduate from this school without kissing my cock, you are dead wrong.
Oh, today's lunch. Barbecue fried chicken, steamed vagina. Sorry, steamed vegetable.
This man.
And I met you in the summer.
I'm so hungry, I can eat grandma.
Ew.
You wanna put the
Even the kid was like, what the fuck?
you know,
Yo, that actually went kind of hard though. Yo,
Caught 3 bodies in one day. I think they call that a hat trick. Cooling with my twin, we look like SpongeBob and Patrick.
Blah 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 blue blue blue.
Excuse me, sir, you can't operate one wheel like that? I can just imagine the police interaction. Imagine getting a DUI for doing that.
Oh, shit!
Oh my days, look who's calling my brother. Look who's calling my brother.
But it kind of sounds like, but yeah, let's see.
Don't let it bite you.
What you need right now? I'm glad you said it.
I love her attitude, actually. Oh god. Did he come in with his own scooter? Oh my goodness.
Y'all doing these ice fucking challenges and there's no ice. Y'all throwing bodies, but no ice.
Yo, damn! I'm failing this class. I'm failing that class. Oh.
About football hooligans. You play football, you kick balls. Mr. Woods? Mr. Woods?
Man. Oh, bro, the life is so treacherous. I can hear her oldness. Oh, thank God, because he's so trash at rapping. Holy. Woo! Saved by the ads again. Thank God. Damn, was that an alligator?
More like a quesadilla.
That had to have been the...
Say the best piece for you.
What's that?
Turkey ass. Eat up, sucker.
Bro, don't fall, please.
200 meters, almost, bro.
Almost 200 meters. Oh, nice. Wallah, bro, this guy is stupid.
She's the way she is. She's got PTSD or whatever, post-traumatic Down syndrome.
I don't even know how this just came up. I don't understand why that's even on my computer.
Oh my God. It's getting hard now. It's...
I'm gonna drink some champagne. Y'all gonna join me? Y'all want some champagne or y'all good? Yeah.
Nigga, fuck with a champagne.
Yeah, champagne.
I'm trying to pass this one so hard, bro.
Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I have not.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
Trying Taco Bell's mini crunch wrap sliders.
Yeah, that.
Pelo jeito ela tá querendo, pelo jeito ela tá querendo, pelo jeito ela tá querendo quem?
I'm planning to drop something like a reverse OnlyFans. Every day, I'll send you a pic of my Johnson, and the only way to make it stop is if you pay me a monthly subscription.
What?
What kind of tea can protect you from getting sick?
I don't know, Shaq. You tell me.
Goodness gracious.
I love Shaq.
I hate your taste in music.
Yo.
Them young boys coming.
They are down 3-2.
I love Shaq.
They send the series back to Los Angeles for Game 6 on Friday. That'll be a
Shaq and a fool, bro. It never gets old. Not talking until about.
Yo, Swag Boy Q, you look like this.
Damn. The disrespect.
10 chocolate candy bars. 10 Heath bars.
Come on, man. Who actually supporting this dude?
Why does that dog look like a human?
Are these characters dating or friends? I feel like they're friends. Seems platonic to me from what I remember. Dating, really? Wow, he pulled a bad.
Who did the young people pick as their leader?
NBA young boy. Ooh, give me gas talking about that little boy.
1, 2, 3. Surprise!
What the fuck?
God damn! What the fuck is these?
God. Oh my god.
Hey, yo, Mo, this the perfect gift, Mo. Hey, good job, Mo. Good job.
I don't want to date a girl like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Mo.
That's crazy.
Dude, that nigga
no
cut.
way.
Oh!
Insane moves, man. Oh my god.
8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
I'm gonna dream about this now.
9.
Oh. Yo, it really did, didn't it? It really did.
They always said you should think twice. I don't even think once.
You turned that
So
horse
they've been
into
lying
a
to us the
dog.
whole time, y'all? The whole time they've been using eggs to make our omelets? Yo! Text your mom that you're a lesbian and click the link in the bio and get a cameo. Let's get it.
Wait, did I pass?
No me se me petit.
I passed! Let's go!
Eventually people are gonna find out that you're
Yo! Oh my god. Alright, Katai, where'd you lose it? Dude, that shit.
super
Dude, I don't care what the haters say. I'm hyped for this movie.
man.
Yeah, but the glasses.
Hey, loser.
You're a loser.
13.
Oh my god, fuck it, I'll just refresh it, YouTube. Jesus Christ.
Knock, knock.
Yeah. The eyebrows got you? Dog, man, hold on. Dude, this shit right here is killer for me. Hold on. Not this.
That's just the way she is. She's got PTSD or whatever. Post-traumatic Down syndrome.
Yo, that was good. And then, dude, this one right here killed me. It almost fucking destroyed me. What's this game? Oh, this game's annoying. It's where the dude is like half a dude and he's like a fucking cauldron and shit. What's that called? Annoying ass narrator. It's a rage game. Hold on. Right here.
I don't even know how this just came up. I don't understand why that's even on my computer.
No, bro, it's on your computer because you like feet. Yo, dude, I can hit every button on my keyboard simultaneously and no feet pictures pop up, bro. It's okay, you like feet, it's not a problem. Oh, dude. Oh, that killed me. That fucking killed me. Oh, okay. Goddamn, bro. Fucking feet. My man's like feet. Which, I don't know, man. I don't see the appeal. But, I mean, I like, I have like a girlfriend or something. I'll give you a foot massage or whatever, but that it doesn't go past that. People in feet, I don't get it. But hey, that's you. Alright, what were we doing next, dudes? The fat guy in water farting? Wait, that's what that was? I thought that was just the oxygen tank shooting out bubbles. But 15 hours later. Nah, I already went. My sister is so horrible at responding to text messages. Dog, I texted her at 2:11 this afternoon. She just now texted me back. Mind you, I've seen her like 4 times since I've been home. We spoke to each other, and she's just now responding back to me. Like, I don't fucking need anything now. Oh, yeah. We were gonna watch this. I forgot. Yeah, that really does. It speaks to my childish nature too. Katai. Katai, I'm down. All right, here we go. Let's see. This is by Emily W. King. I'm assuming this is what she deems to be red flags in women, so let's see if we agree.
Get 3 times points on travel and dining. On everything you eat, everywhere you go. With Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
Sure. Okay, yeah, I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt. It was fine. All right.
It's what we all bring.
Where is it? I told you I got rid of it.
Telling him I sold his Xbox? What was it that Alfred told Batman in The Dark Knight? There's some men you can't reason with, negotiate with, and they can't be bought. Some men just want to watch the world burn. And I feel like this is you, as a lady, if you do this to your man. I'm telling you, it's like one of our only solaces when we're with a lady is our video games or our hobbies. But some of you ladies hate that we have hobbies. Some of you ladies hate that we have fun outside of you. It drives you crazy. You can't stand it. I'd break up with you for this. I really would. This is breakup actions. For real. The fuck?
Where is my Xbox? I got rid.
This man stayed so calm, cool, and collected, even as he realizes the seriousness of this. Because this is a woman that does not respect him, and she expects that her wants and needs are going to come before his. Therefore, she is the one in control. And this power dynamic within a relationship is extremely unhealthy because she wants to be.
What if, ladies, what if you came home and your man sold your hair straightener, all your hair care products, your makeup, your favorite Gucci bag, and all of your favorite high heels? How would you respond? Well, that's not the same thing. I spent years cultivating all that stuff and gathering all that stuff. Well, we spent fucking years playing those games, building our characters, man, building up our account. Whatever game it is that we play, we spent years. It's time lost. It's time wasted. It's time gone, man. It's not the fact that you sold the console itself. It's the fact that I don't have those games anymore. You're fucking lucky, though, because he can just go buy another Xbox and he can just sign back in. You didn't really do anything. You got rid of the tool. You didn't get rid of his library. Ooh, I'd be really pissed if you got rid of my library. Like, ooh. Girl, don't play, man. Like, I'm trying to think. While I don't play it anymore, bro, I would still be highly pissed off if, like, a girl went into my account and, like, deleted Destiny. I don't play it anymore, but dog, I earned shit in that game. And if I ever want to go back and look at it, I fucking can. And I got, like, 5,000 hours on that game. You get rid of that, for me, like, I'm getting rid of you. There's no way.
Be the one in control in saying what he spends his time and energy on, and even going to the extent of getting rid of an item that belongs to him without even discussing it with him. This should be his wake-up call.
Hold on. Texted my boyfriend from another number acting like another female. Why do y'all do this? Huh? Why do y'all do this? You're testing your man? No, you're playing childish fuck games. This is something that a 16-year-old girl does. With like an alternate Facebook account. Y'all are in a whole ass relationship living together. Like, at what point do you grow up past these childish little antics?
Babe, some girl that text me.
Who?
I don't know who she is. She said, "Hey, Poppy, I seen you the other night."
Poppy?
Yeah. I don't know.
She called you Poppy?
Yeah. She had said, "Hey, Poppy, I seen you the other night. You look so good in that C8. I've been missing you. When you gonna come see me? This Tiara."
Tiara?
And his loyalty too, because like his immediate response was to go tell his girl, like, "Hey, I got this text message. Boom, there it is. I don't know what the fuck this is about." So he was upfront with you about this, whereas in he could have deleted it, he could have hid it, or he could have actually engaged. But he didn't do any of that. And here you are, gaslighting the fuck out of him on like some weird psychological shit. You're so weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
Who is Tiara?
I don't know who that is.
Babe, the only Tiara.
Yeah, dude, look at him. Like, he's literally like, look at his face. He's concerned. He's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck this is, and I know that you're probably about to get mad, and I'm not even at fault. That is crazy. Here, take it. I don't even want that. There's no way that's me. There's no way I'm part of any of that. Like, there's just no way. And he came to you immediately about it. Like, he's a good dude. Man, my man, you deserve better.
know is your ex. This your ex texting you?
You can go and text back a blocker. I don't want no dealing with it.
Babe, but you done had a new number since you talked to any other females. How would she get your new number?
I don't know. That might not.
And then, man, you're a sociopath. This is sociopathic behavior. You're like the fucking Joker. Like, ain't no way, man.
Be her. I don't know.
No, but the other night you went out with the guys. So what you trying to say to me? You trying to tell me that you was with another girl?
Nah, we had went go-kart racing and we had just went to bum shells to the bar.
Oh, so it's one of the girls from the bar that wore the little bitty shorts with their booty hanging out.
No, I didn't get nobody my number. I swear to God I did. I swear to God, on my life, I didn't get nobody my number.
You know what she's doing, right? She's like, she's doing what like a dirty cop would do. Like planting evidence in your car and then accusing you of it. And then you're just like, man, I really don't know, man. Like, seriously. And I don't know, in hopes that they can get you to confess to something, or in hopes that you can just actually just go along with it and be like, I guess it's mine, man. I don't really know what to tell you. Sure, I guess I'm going to jail. And you kind of just give up in that moment. Really, for the most part. It's just like, I don't know what to tell you because there's literally nothing to tell. And now you're just like making shit up. You're making up scenarios. You're
They get your number though.
I don't know. That's why I'm coming to you, letting you know before something go on. I swear.
That's
How
wild,
would
man.
anything go on though, Dre? What you mean? You gonna try to meet up with her?
I don't know who that is. What is you talking about? I don't know.
And then you put this on the internet. And what does he think when he sees himself being gaslit this way on the internet? Man, oh God, I'd break up with you, dude. There's no way. I don't
know who that is. I swear to Jesus, I don't know who that is.
That poor man is being open and honest, yet his girlfriend is not reciprocating at all. She is just focused on putting him through this relationship test. And it is not just to be funny. It's not just a joke. It's pretty clear that she sent that text message as a way to fish for more information from him, to see if there's other hints or clues to him being disloyal.
I'm glad she picked up on that. Good.
Loyal to her, or maybe even forcing him into some sort of confession. But in any case, she was not successful. He essentially passed.
Oh, we're gonna change this. We don't need to be in full screen like this anymore. That was just for the try not to laughs and shit. Hold on. By the way, it's about to storm here, dudes. So if the stream goes out, it's because the power went out. But the power's never gone out since I've lived here. And when it's gone out, I think it went out one time, maybe, briefly. But all right.
Her test, but it should have never been necessary. She should just trust him. That's what that man deserves, a woman that trusts him and would never put him through this.
Will you ever cheat on him?
Yeah, I would, but he wouldn't.
Whoa.
And you wonder why there's a whole group of...
She answered that so fast. She said, of course I would, but he wouldn't cheat on me. Ever. The logic behind that, meaning I can cheat and he should just get over it if I do. But if he cheats on me, oh, I'm losing my mind. That's essentially what that says. Jesus Christ. Some of you ladies are very beautiful, but y'all are some of the most hideous fucking creatures on the inside. And yes, believe it or not, us men look towards the inside, especially once we get older. All that superficial bullshit y'all be doing, that means fucking nothing to us. Once we, I don't know, age past 25. For real. So, like, y'all may be good looking, but y'all are fucking zeros in the personality department, probably.
Men that are just done dating because they would rather be alone doing their own thing rather than investing in a girl that has no loyalty.
Sorry. Oh, nice.
Was rejected by a matchmaker this week.
You wouldn't be able to work with me. I'm very, very type A, organized. I like to be the leader. I also told her I was looking for a man who was also a leader because I don't want...
You know what you should show your matchmaker? You should give your matchmaker a picture of you without makeup on. I feel like that would be the most honest version of yourself. Again, it's not my quote. It belongs to Kevin Gates, but goddamn, ladies. Goddamn. Fake nails, fake lashes, fake hair, fake lips, fake ass, fake tits. You want a real man, though. Wild, isn't it?
Want to always be the leader, believe it or not. I told her I was looking for someone that was at or above the same income level as me, driven, who is ambitious, who is ready for a long-term relationship, and ready...
Your matchmaker said, yeah, girl, the man you're looking for, I hate to tell you, he's not looking for you.
To get married. She may have actually picked up on the fact that I'm a little high-strung. I'm not like a stressed out or anxious person. I'm just high.
You're not stressed out. Meanwhile, you're using makeup to cover multiple bags under your eyes. I can only assume you're also probably high maintenance.
Energy or type A. This is who I am. And she was asking me, do I meditate? No. Do I journal? No. I said I could never really be with a beta type man. I specifically used the word doormat. I said I would chew them up and spit them out. And her response was, well, I married that type of man. She was saying that, you know, men really like a soft woman, and I should try some of these vision board, journaling, meditating type of things. She essentially said that I am not ready for her type of services because I have too much work to do. My walls are too high, and I'm not ready for a long-term commitment.
You have such insanely high standards that she would be wasting hers and your time by trying to find you a match. So, I don't know how old you are, but give or take, I don't know, 10 or 15 more years, you're going to keep waiting out for this really, really wealthy man that matches you in every single way. You're not going to find him. And then you're going to realize, oh shit, I'm out of time. And then that's when your standards are going to come down. But oh wait, by the time your standards come down, all the would-be guys that you would have wanted, guess what? They're already married, girl, with families. You passed up on a whole bunch of men you could have been with because you were too busy girl bossing it up. And by all means, do your career, make your money. But just know that as a single woman, you're going to be struggling in this department, especially if you're career-driven. That's just how it goes for women like you, but you haven't realized that yet. And once you do, it's going to be too late. And then you're going to be on TikTok bitching about relationships.
Relationship at the ripe age of 38, where I've been in therapy for 10 plus years.
Wow, dude, holy ass. 10 plus years of therapy and it still hasn't worked? Either the therapy's not working or you're just not, or it's you, man, it's you. That's wild.
She also said that I need to soften a little bit, and men like a softer woman. Essentially,
I like how she says that condescending. Men like a softer woman. Like, it's a burden that you have to be that. Oh, God.
$350 to meet with this woman, have her tell me I am not worthy of love as I am.
Damn.
The fact that I need to change in order to be worthy of love and partnership. We shouldn't be pushing on these narratives that people are not worthy as they are, and essentially telling women that the type of woman they are isn't worthy of love. That is a narrative that should not be given to anyone.
Oh, this lady don't get it, but she will one day.
It is dangerous commentary, and the fact that she said this to my face had some audacity.
The part that she's not...
I think you're just offended that someone had the audacity to tell you the truth. You're not getting any younger. You're 38. You're not married. You got no kids. And you're making these types of videos on the internet, which I assume you got no prospects, and you have a coach for this shit. And you've been in therapy for 10 plus years. And your coach gave up on you. That is no indication of your coach. That's every indication of you, bro. Like when Diddy's lawyer said, you know what, Diddy? I'm out. That's no indication of the lawyer. That's every indication of Diddy and how awful he is. So, girl, look in the mirror, reflect, you'll be fine.
Considering is that matchmaker is also hired by men. So she's listening to what men want, which is why she's giving the feedback that she's giving. But this reaction from a woman is exactly what a lot of men are experiencing in the dating world. There's just so much resistance from women these days to self-reflect and potentially change a little bit. It is okay to change yourself in order to improve yourself. It does not mean that you're not worthy of love currently. You are. Everyone is. It's just a matter of, are you willing to make yourself a better partner to fit into a relationship? It's really that simple.
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway?
Yes.
Do you not have money for something nicer? I thought we were gonna go do something else, not this.
I do.
Yo, what do you mean, girl? You get that Italian BMT with extra meat and extra cheese? Oh, that's just so good. Then again, I'm not even sure if that's still on the menu. That was like back in the day, and I kind of like had to twist the arm of one of the employees to make it for me because it was kind of sort of on the menu, but not really. And like the manager got mad when they made it because he felt like it was a waste of like resources. But I mean, just by looking at you, I'd take you to Subway too. You don't look like a Red Lobster kind of girl. So, and I don't even know what's wrong. First date, yeah, you go to Subway. You go. Oh, you know the ladies that go to expensive restaurants, man, or like nice dates. Those ladies are married. You're not at that stage yet. If you want to get to that stage, you gotta quote unquote pay your dues. You're not gonna get the final prize at the very beginning, and especially if all you did was simply just show up. That's it, and it's the first date. What are we even talking about? And it's funny. The girls of today are way different than the girls that I grew up with, because I remember being a senior in high school and I went on a date with this girl and I was like, where do you want to go? I had plenty of money, by the way, to take her anywhere she wanted to go in the city. I was like, where do you want to go? And she said, get ready, folks. Get ready. Stay with me. McDonald's. And in that moment, I looked at her like she was fucking weird. I was like, no, for real. Like, where do you want to go? I can get more than just McDonald's, girl. What the fuck is this? She's like, no, I really like McDonald's. I want to go. And I was like, well, okay, bet. I like McDonald's too. Cool. Fantastic. We went to McDonald's and then we just went and did other shit. Dinner really didn't take all that long, and we got to spend it doing other more fun stuff. Like putt-putt, did a whole bunch of stuff. Right? Girls are different. It's weird. I don't know.
I have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Oh!
Why would you say that?
Damn! I feel like you're in it for the money and not me. Yo, he was straight up. Good for you, young man.
Nicer? I thought we were gonna go do something else, not this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Why would you say that?
Because at this point, I can explain it to you, girl. At this point, you haven't proved to be girlfriend material. Let me ask you a question, girl. Has he let you meet his mother? No? You're getting Subway. You getting Subway, girl.
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
What the
See, that's why I brought you to Subway. To see what your true character...
What? These are two of some of the most honest people I think I've seen in like an internet clip like this. He's flat out straight up, she's flat out straight up, which begs the question, why are y'all even here? Really? I know why he's here, and ladies aren't gonna like the answer. He's here on the off chance that maybe he can smash. And yeah, he's gonna get you Subway. Not gonna pay $39.99. That's for fucking sure, right? And if he can't smash, it was just Subway. He'll go on his merry way, talk to somebody else, right? But she showed her true character, so like, I mean,
You wanted to see what my true character was by taking me to a rundown place like this. I got
hey, you watch your fucking mouth. Subway is well, it's better than Quiznos. Okay? So, chill.
dressed this morning.
Safe like prepared.
Perfecting your swing is hard,
Nice shot, Dad. Oh. Safe like replaced.
but replacing your windshield
Fucking can't. Oh my god, at least make it skippable. Fucking please. It's okay. Lucky for the people on YouTube, all this shit gets edited out.
I got up and I got
Hold on.
was by taking me to a rundown place like this. I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nicer.
Wow. See? You want him to put forth all the effort in the world. Meanwhile, you just did the basics. You just did the basics and want him to wine and dine you like you're a fucking... Girl, you're so delusional. It's not even funny, man. And the crazy part is that a lot of you are like this. Dude, really. You just expect to show up. That's it. And the sad part is that I agree with you, and that's how it goes, really, for the most part. Man, ladies, you just gotta show up. I've explained this to several ladies before that have just asked for a male perspective, and they've literally asked me, they're like, is it really harder for guys to get attention or just to get laid or whatever than it is for females? And I was like, yes, absolutely. I was like, you can be a fucking 2, man, and you go to a bar and 99% of the dudes in there will sleep with you for the most part, even though you're a fucking 2, dude. Whereas as a guy, you could be an 8, a 9, or even a 10, walk into that same goddamn bar and get ignored simultaneously by 100% of the females in that bar. Dude, so yeah, it is much harder. Dude, there's so much more effort that goes for men than it does for women. Ladies, you just gotta show up, accept your free fucking drink, and fuck off for the rest of the evening. Yeah. It's way harder. It's more difficult. So, if you're not gonna put in the effort, why should I?
If you guys are not doing this, even if you have plenty of money, you are missing out on the opportunity to clear your date of the biggest red flag. Because if a woman likes your personality and she's attracted to you, she is not going to care how much money you spend on the first date.
Yeah.
At the very least, maybe she doesn't like the food, but she will not verbalize it. Because she likes...
You better be glad that he took you to Subway. Dude, a lot of men, hell, their version of a first date is literally Netflix and chill. And you don't even have to sleep together. Just chilling watching Netflix. Or just chilling hanging out on the couch or in bed, fucking showing each other YouTube videos. I've done that with several girls. Man, where we'll just sit in bed and she'll show me her favorite YouTube videos and I'll show her my favorite YouTube videos and we'll watch them together. That's just fun, right? That's an ideal first date for me. Just chill, hanging out. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to spend any money, but it's cool if we do. We can go get something to eat. That's fine, right? I do want to go see the new Superman movie. That's cool, right? But like, it's almost like these bitches are expecting you to take them to like the fucking Met Gala or some shit on like the first date. And it's just like, ladies, let's calm down, please. Just
likes you. If she doesn't like you, she may not make that obvious if she's getting nice things from you, but she will make that obvious if she's not getting nice things from you. So guys, do not miss out on the opportunity. Take her to Subway. I mean, if you like Subway.
I'd like to pull a power move on the first date. I offered.
I'll tell you what, bro. With Subway, if Firehouse Subs or Moe's Southwest Grill ever goes out of business, Subway, I got you, bro. I'll pay y'all salary. But until then, I'm good. But do not soil the Subway name, man. If you've ever been broke in your life, but especially 10 years. I don't know if Subway's expensive today. I don't think it is, but Subway got me through some broke times. It's kind of like Taco Bell if I wanted to eat healthy but still save money.
For to pay.
Decapitated. What's good, man?
Yeah, and if he
Hold on. Let me see what this.
I'd like to pull a power move on the first date, and I offer to pay and see what they do.
Yeah, and if he takes her up on it, he's done. He's not getting a second date. The problem with this is that she's not being genuine when she offers to pay. Instead, she's using it as a test. And while 99% of men will not take her up on this and they'll say, no, I'm paying, all men would not like knowing that this is a test and not genuine.
POV, I'm your wife on the weekend who's let you sleep in long enough. I've had this happen to me. Why do they do this, fellas? Why do they do this? I've had this happen to me. Why do they do this? It's because they don't have friends. They don't have hobbies at all. You are their main focal point of entertainment. Without you, she doesn't know what the fuck to do with her hands. Wake up, sweetie. Wake up, sweetie. Wake up, sweetie. I'm bored. Oh, I've gone through that.
Oh man, the passive aggressiveness. Look, I think that all men would rather you just wake him up and tell him what you're wanting to do. Or even better, like the night before, tell him what you want to do. And that man, if he's a good man and he loves you and you're at least allowing him decent sleep, like you didn't keep him up all night, well then in that case he might be okay with anything.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. If you kept him up all night because of, some hanky-panky, and you wake his ass up early, he won't be too troubled by it. There's a good reason why he's tired, and he can live with that. But if it's not that, and he's sleeping in because he worked an 18-hour shift the day prior, and you're being annoying,
but yeah, that's it.
Hold on. When the man I rejected 115 times posts his new girlfriend. I recognize this. Oh man. And the amount of angry text messages I've gotten, man, and not even rejected 115 times, just like girls that dump me and then I moved on in a rather quick fashion, and their brain exploded. They're just like, wait, what? You got a new girlfriend? What? You're just not gonna sit in your room and cry and think about me and beg for me back? What? Short circuit, short sparks and shit. It's crazy. Yeah, it's so funny. It's hilarious.
It's what happens eventually when you make them feel like an option that you're not willing to take. Good men that know their value will move on.
Girls put guys in the friend zone.
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like talking.
This is exactly why there's so many men that are just done dating. Because if they're a good man, they're being told that they're too nice by this type of woman.
And what's funny is like they choose the toxic men, and the toxic men, obviously, they're toxic to them while ignoring the good guys. And they only deal with toxic men, and then they get on TikTok and they say that all men are trash. You kept dating felons, girl. I don't really know what to tell you. And I mean, you stayed with that guy that beat your ass for like a whole year, so I don't know what to tell you. It's wild, isn't it?
Woman. And her advice is playing toxic games like not texting her back. Good men don't want that. But what they're being forced to do is weave through this toxic craziness and trying to stay true to themselves, all while hoping that by the time that they do find their match that is also of healthy mindset, that they're ready for her, which is easier said than done.
Nah, some men are done.
Where is it?
Some men are done weaving altogether, Emily. They are. Some men said fuck it. And I think that the only men that haven't said fuck it yet are the ones that are not married yet. or divorced. Because mainly divorced dudes, for the most part, all in all, are saying, fuck it. I'm not trying to do that again. I'm good. Did it once, did it twice. I'm set. I'm all the way set. I'm cool. I'm good. The only ones that don't have that mindset yet either aren't married yet or are married, right? So, is it even the mainly the ones that the younger guys, really, the between the ages of like and 29, I feel like those males are still giving it a go with the dating pool. Older than that, and especially if you're divorced, but I'm here to tell you, a lot of these men, they have given the fuck up. They're done. They're out. They called it quits. They retired. That's it. They resigned. They put in their 2 weeks notice, and they fucking bounced. And they ain't coming back. I'll tell you that right now. They're not. So, good luck with all of this that y'all have created within dating, and men and women. Have fun with all that. That seems utterly exhausting now. So, yeah. And yeah, it's funny because like y'all are all saying the same thing, which means y'all probably dealt with it before. Really. So it's just, but hey. Oh, that's no longer my problem. So, yo, Sailor, what's good? I didn't see you earlier. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good Thursday. Let's read some comments, huh? I'm a very type A leader looking for a man who's also a leader. Translation: I want someone to fight with constantly because I'm a miserable shrew who gets off on hostility. Texting your guy from another number and posting it online is beyond, I'm telling you, man, beyond messed up. I thought the same fucking thing. The second dude was shown a bigger red flag than the Chinese embassy. The matchmaker who shut down the woman is a godsend. She completely twisted the matchmaker's words and intent. Yep. Yo, people really have it out for that first lady. The narcissist was told, "You are not ready for my services," but what she heard was, "You are not worthy of being loved as you are." That's not even close to what was said. Yeah, because if we applied that logic, ladies, you should just love a fucking broke-ass bum. Because that's just the way he is. That's the way he came. That's just the way he is. Would you love him? Huh? No? Okay, then. All right. Sometimes you gotta change yourself up to get what you want. Okay? This is no different than going to a job interview. You didn't get a haircut. You didn't shave. You didn't brush your teeth. You didn't dress nice. And you tell the hiring manager, you should just hire me because I'm worthy the way I am. Hello? What? Not only are you not hired, get the fuck out of my office. Like, no. No. It's... I mean, y'all ladies weird, man. Weird. You never been in a relationship? Cool. Good. Good for you. I'm jealous of you. You've never been in a relationship. I know some people say, what is it? What's the saying? It's better to have loved and lost than not have loved at all. Yeah, fuck that, bro. That's debatable. What do you mean? That's kind of debatable. I can love the shit out of a dog. Come on now. Oh, but you know. Ah, well. Such as such. I'm gonna have so much to edit tonight. Jesus. I don't even know where to start either. Every video was fun. Who did it? Who was that? It doesn't show me in chat. One day. One day. Just call me Cy. Oh, Cy, what's good, dog? I haven't seen you in a while. I think I remember your name. Seems familiar. And if it's not, what's good? Okay. Guys. And gals. I'm out. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. Oh, shit. The Bigfoot vlogs. I'll watch one. How long is it? I can't imagine they're very long. Right? How long is it? I gotta get some things done. But I'm down. Hold on. Actually, do you mind if we do it in the next stream, Kevin? I'm like super hungry and it's giving me a headache. And unlike these other perpetually online streamers, I don't use DoorDash. I end up spending too much money. You sure? Cool, thank you. I appreciate it. Go take another fucking shower and sweat my ass off today. But yeah, shit, tomorrow, man, tomorrow, music? You wanna do some music, or y'all wanna come back on YouTube? Y'all do some music, if y'all are, so. Either way, catch up with you guys in the Discord, right? If you're not in Discord, join. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully. I'll do as much editing as I can tonight, alright?